What's going on, everybody? We are back with another edition of the Need to Know podcast. I know we normally start this episode with videos, but this week I wanted to change it up a little bit, right? Because the videos that was compelling me, they were all sad. And this is a week to be thankful. It is Thanksgiving week. And outside of that, I just didn't want to start an episode on that kind of note. You know, we had some people pass away over this past week. Last week, we didn't record in real time. We actually had a special guest, Jerica Brooks. Shout out to her. She is the daughter of comedian JB Smooth, and she also has her own business. She's killing it. She's a great person, great energy. If you haven't heard that episode, please go back and listen to it. But yeah, that's why I didn't want to start with a video this week. I will play the video that I had in mind because it is dedicated and it is around the conversation of Young Dolph. And it was just a lot going on, man. It was a lot going on. It was a heavy week, very heavy week. And so I didn't want to start the podcast heavy. I could only imagine, especially as the holidays come, you never know how the holidays, like, as I've gotten older, they brainwash you when you're younger to make you believe that the holidays are, like, great. And they are great. I love the holidays.
No, for some people, it's really the worst time of the year because, especially if you don't have like a solid, life at home, like it's really hard for some people.
Wow. It can be tough.
Christmas, it's really tough.
Say Christmas again.
Why?
You said it with some swag.
Why are you saying?
Nah, because you said it with some swag.
She said Christmas.
No, I didn't. Yo, rewind. No, I said Christmas. Christmas.
She said Christmas.
No, I didn't. I said
Christmas.
Christmas.
Now, it's interesting. I'm always trying to decipher Reggie's.
He always. I say coffee. He goes, you say coffee. I'm like, what the?
You do.
No.
You say
and then he starts putting the spin on it, caffey. I'd be like,
no, I don't.
did.
I said
Long Island.
coffee. Wait, I don't know.
Coffee.
I'm shy now.
Yeah.
But he says coffee.
Coffee. That is natural as a
No,
fucking
it's
New Yorker.
not.
You sure you didn't live in like Long Island your whole life? You sound like the old white
Welcome.
women that like smoke cigarettes.
See
in Long
that?
Island.
No.
Oh, the ones that's daughters and firefighters and stuff.
Yeah.
So
the coffee in the morning. Yeah, the coffee in
sounds
the
like when
morning.
people are trying to imitate New York accents.
Right. But I genuinely say coffee.
Coffee.
See, I naturally say coffee.
Well, before we get into coffee, let's introduce the episode.
Sorry.
Because there's people who don't know who we are. I go by the name Savon.
Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, it's your boy, A.
And as always, we have the caffey drinking.
I literally bring one every single week.
Every single week. We got Reggie in the building. What's going on, Reggie?
Hello, I'm so blessed to be here as always.
And my guy, he's gonna hate me, but Alex knows I don't really give a fuck. Sorry, buddy. Stop putting out like great music and shit.
Look.
My grandmother said she liked it, and I was surprised.
Look, if
Let's
you
get-
don't know,
Cursing a lot.
Devvon Terrell,
Thank you,
Boys
guys.
Don't Cry. It's out right now. Come on, listen.
Cause when it's live, boys don't cry.
Sing that shit, man.
I don't even want to introduce him. I just want to let his records play, his music speak for itself.
Speak for itself.
We're in his amazing space. As always, we got my guy, my friend, my brother, the ultra uber talented Devvon Terrell in the building. What's going on, bro?
I'm doing great, and I really appreciate you guys for supporting me and showing me love and stuff like that. The HMD studio?
Yes,
We are at the HMD studio. Look how respectful my acts. I make sure I don't overstep. We are recording at the HMD studio for all your podcasting, recording, and event space needs. If you need a space to be creative and to exercise that function in your brain, you can book with us at thehmdstudio.com. Boom.
And in addition, we also have Purpose Sea Moss Gel. Make sure you guys go get that. It has over 90 nutrients and minerals that your body needs. I have all of this amazing information on the website. That is purposeseamossgel.com. If you're watching this on video, I am sweating profusely. Purpose Sea Moss, the fucking nutrients are just coming from the pores of my veins. You can lick my fucking bald head right now and get a whole mouthful of vitamins.
Yo, what's going on?
This sweat busts out the top
This
of your
was
head.
so strange. Like
Hey, yo,
every
what-
week, like you do something new with
I
the
gotta innovate.
purpose.
I'm an innovator. Like, that's what I
Alex
do.
said he's leaking 2 weeks ago.
Yo, that was nuts.
Nah, listen.
That plan back was insane.
Listen, a lot of you.
Look at Trump. What are you doing?
That nigga gave me the
Threw a bounty out. A whole bounty out, nigga. If you're not, since you can't see, you should be subscribed to the YouTube. But if you can't see, Pierre just threw a bounty piece of tissue at Savon.
Yo, that was
I know you work out and all. But like, dog, you ain't have to throw it that hard.
Did you-
Nigga
did you like
mad
the
Did you
muscular.
notice the fun and aggression in him? You saw the little kid in him just now. He's
no,
like,
and if you didn't see behind the scenes him like coming in with it, as you said you're sweating, people watching on the YouTube just see like a fucking paper towel like being thrown into the frame.
Nigga look like fucking Lamar Jackson. He just cocked the shit back.
saying.
I'm like, yo,
and he
chill.
threw it from
Looking like
mad
a-
close too.
Looking like a pro
going on. But yeah, purposecmosgel.com. Again,
Yes.
all the information is over there. Please don't lick my forehead or me or anybody
Savon,
else.
no one was gonna do that.
Nah, yo, people
You never know.
No, people were like,
You never know.
I was out. And I want
Oh,
to say thank you for who really listened to this pod, yo.
Uh-huh.
We got like, yo, let's start there. Hey, we gonna start right there.
Okay.
We have the king and queen of the streets on our pod, ladies and
That is
gentlemen.
very true.
Ladies and
Where?
gentlemen,
That
can we
is
just
true.
clap it up? Everybody
they
in the back, please, please.
Where they at? Well, Reggie, you asked that. There's
It's
only one
just
queen
me.
here.
It's just us.
You
Ooh, where?
He said, I know it's you.
Huh? But who the king? You talking about yourself?
It's you, dog.
It's you. You is he.
I just want y'all to understand that, things just come to me.
That is the biggest clock of shit I've
the
ever
awkward
heard.
silence.
Nigga, you have 2 legs. And you walk and you go outside.
No, honestly, he does it. He makes fun of us like all summer long, like, oh, Reggie and Alex are king and queen of outside. And honestly, once I ran to him again this past weekend, I was like, you know what?
Yes.
Savon is right.
Y'all
Like, I had to
got it.
accept it. Like,
No,
Y'all
it was like
got
the Spider-Man meme, like, oh shit, you outside again? Like, yeah.
Yeah, y'all
Because
definitely
we
got
weren't
it.
supposed to see each other.
No.
Like, it was super random.
Yeah, I
Like, it
bet.
wasn't planned. Like,
Yeah.
what?
It happens. And honestly, this was one of the first times in a minute that I kind of stepped outside. And people was like, yo, people just, they stare.
Yes.
And you
You
know
know
when
the sta-
somebody
you know the
kind of
stare.
knows you a little
Yes.
bit, but then like you kind of humble. So you don't want to believe that, yo, everybody just knows me.
Right.
But it's like, I bet you're staring at me.
Right.
We didn't talk. We never met. I don't know you. You don't know me. But then when they come up and they're like, yo, I listen to the podcast. It's a different kind of love.
Yeah, it is.
It's a different kind of appreciation. So yeah, Alex and Reggie, thank y'all for allowing me to be in your streets this weekend.
What?
Just thank y'all for allowing me
Which
to
streets is
coexist in y'all environment because
is
I know
y'all?
what you feel like. I see why you like being in the streets.
my
Reggie,
goodness.
I understand. Like y'all got fans, y'all got support.
No, I don't.
Y'all got love.
No, I do
I've
not.
seen it.
Let's
What
kill
is-
this narrative.
I've
No.
seen it.
No.
I've seen
We
it.
just
I've
the
seen
supervisor of the streets. We just monitoring, making sure.
This narrative is so
supervisor
false
of
because
the
I really don't
street.
even be outside like that. I
Nah,
really
Reggie,
don't.
no,
I used to.
Your boyfriend laughing at you over there. Your boyfriend laughing at you.
No, he could come. We don't.
Y'all be leaving that in the streets with you.
We don't. Oh my God.
It's okay.
I used to like, I will definitely claim like 2019, I was outside.
Right.
But I feel like I'm not anymore.
Okay, that's a good feeling.
That's impressive.
That's
She's
funny.
not even
Great
trying to
feeling.
get
Am
outside.
I in self-denial?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. That tells me your bar of going outside was
I was outside. I was at every rooftop, everything, like every little mixer event. Yeah.
Yep.
But now I'm
Yeah.
like,
Mixers is a thing. I didn't know mixers were like a real thing.
like a networking.
A network-
I love when
mix-
I see network on a
Bro.
fucking flyer. I'm like, oh, this gonna be lit.
Bro, people like talk to you. Like it's a
that's
different
the
energy.
point. Yeah,
no,
yeah.
no. I don't be talking to niggas, bro. Like
At all.
I go out, I be chilling, I get a drink, and I just watch. I people watch and I talk
That is
shit
true.
with Dev.
I can
Me
confirm.
and Dev just talk shit in the
Yo.
corner.
Yeah.
That's it. We people watch.
Yeah,
we ain't
and I try to
on
be like,
the scene.
come on. And he's like, no,
This
please.
nigga say,
We
yeah.
take a sip, we be like, look at this nigga.
That's it. That's all I like to do when I go out. So when you go to a mixer, like you're supposed to talk. Like that energy that you're used to. You know what it is? So I went from going to like house parties that used to get shot up and
Yep.
people get beat up and stabbed.
Yes. Oh my
So
goodness.
now when I go outside, my energy is like I don't know how to respond to like.
Okay.
But the thing is, though,
Friendliness.
normalcy.
The funny thing to that
It's
is,
bad.
we still paranoid like we in them same functions.
That's
I
a- that's a-
I
it's because I'm black?
absolutely relate
Yeah,
to what
yeah.
you're talking about.
It's
No,
just
for real.
trauma.
It's because I'm black.
No,
bro.
it's just because of how you may have grown up. Because I'm the same way. Like that, I think that's why when I go in a place, like it's just a way you move, bro. Like just naturally. Like I'm looking at everybody. I'm like. Like you just analyzing everything, but I
have
think we
to.
all do that though. To some
I don't do
degree.
that because I don't have much experience in like, settings like that.
Gotcha.
But him, he's the one. He's like looking around, but I don't have that.
Fuck
When she
yeah.
says
lens.
him, she means her boyfriend.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Anybody who
Sorry,
can't
sorry.
see.
I
Man,
My
just-
man.
Shout out to Reggie's
yeah.
man too. Good energy, always good energy.
Outside.
Yeah.
And this podcast, yo, imaginary play. Yo, shout your man out. Come on.
Are we
shout
about to
that
pull
nigga
up
out.
on
You
that?
guys
Imagine
are-
Shout that nigga
no,
out.
I do it
Facts.
every single
Nah, she
week.
definitely does. She show a lot of love.
Every 10 seconds, I mention him, so I'm gonna try to like.
I've been wasted every event that he's thrown.
See, and
Really?
that's a friend you need to keep.
Wasted.
Yeah, man.
No, but
He does his thing.
You were saying you were out somewhere this weekend and
I
you
went to
were
a mixer.
famous.
Hey, it's
Isn't that wasn't
I
that
didn't
what
say
you were
that.
saying?
No,
That was good.
You were like, I got mad recognized.
That was good. That
I
was
got
cool.
mad recognized.
I got a few free drinks. I'm never mad at free drinks.
Yeah.
I'm never mad at that. Yo, if you
Let's
know
go.
me and you want to drink with me, please come up to me. Like,
That's a fact.
That is the easiest icebreaker.
But I gotta see the bartender handed me the drink though.
That is true.
That's
That
very
is
true.
Be very careful.
Dead ass.
Be very
I never
careful.
take it
Ladies
from
and
them.
gentlemen.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
sure.
But yeah, it was cool. I went out to like this mixer event, and that was my first time. It's crazy to say that I went to like a mixer networking event. a lot of people feel like because we kind of are where we are in our careers, that we did all of these things. Bro, me and Alex, we were just blessed, right? We got in a position, and now I'm working backwards.
Right. Now you're meeting everybody.
So people are like, hey, so what's your LinkedIn? I'm like, bitch, you better follow me on Instagram. And then it's like, you follow me on Instagram.
Yo,
like,
honestly, LinkedIn
followers.
is dead. Somebody who works at LinkedIn made a TikTok and be like, "You in the next few years, it's not even gonna be like that."
Can I say
a lot of people disagree though?
Can I say something about LinkedIn? You know what's odd? We all have one, and none of us made it. Like somehow LinkedIn figured out. I'm dead ass.
Just got a stalker.
Oh no,
Everybody
I made
has
mine.
a LinkedIn,
he
but
just said some shit.
I never physically made it. But I'm like, what the fuck is my LinkedIn page? I have a LinkedIn page, and it'd be legitimate shit on there, and I'd be like, how
What's
did
on
they
your
do
LinkedIn?
this?
Great singer.
Panty dropper.
That shit say,
Oh, you got panty dropper
Panty
Libra.
dropper in
The
your
panty
fucking
dropper
bio.
Libra on
What
your
you wrote on your
LinkedIn.
shit?
That shit say Medgar Evers High School. That's what that shit says. And I'm
Okay.
like, niggas don't need to know that. I almost called him like, yo, get this off. Like, what the fuck is this? Yeah.
Wait, is that?
didn't
Did I
know
have? No, I made my LinkedIn.
You made
Someone
yours?
else made your LinkedIn for you, probably.
But I think
got your social, Dev.
it's
Nah, they got your
some
social.
auto-generated shit from Facebook.
I think Facebook. Yeah,
it
yeah,
integrates.
probably.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it just
Probably.
takes your information. I was like, how the
Facebook
fuck?
just wanted to make sure you was employed. That's it.
Facebook
My
got
LinkedIn
me
is
fucked
trash.
up.
I think what you need to do next time you go on LinkedIn, you should treat your LinkedIn like a MySpace profile.
Yo.
Since
It
you
look
make,
like it.
Since you make
Yo.
music,
Right.
I would love to just go on Devvon Terrell's page and hear this.
Now you got me in my
You can't put music on your LinkedIn though.
You can put it on your Space Hey. It's not an ad, but follow me on Space Hey. It's similar to that.
Space
What
Head?
is that?
I'll talk to you about it later.
Boys don't cry, man. You know what I'm saying? Space Head. What is Space Head?
It's like
That's the app for the streets.
yeah, app for the streets. Basically like the new MySpace in a sense. You could code your page the same way you could code your page before. with the whole embedded embedded links and shit.
Nostalgia.
You
So-
over there?
Yeah, I'm over there. Come follow
Look
me.
at you, street. Look at you, internet. Now you in the internet streets.
That's crazy.
Look at you.
You need a friend like Alex.
You
Like,
do.
You truly
You do. You really do.
You need a
I'm
friend
dead
like Alex.
serious. I really do. It's that friend you call him like, what's going on today?
Yeah.
You know?
That never hit you back?
Yes. Yes.
so not true.
That
But,
part.
but
so
if he
not
do hit
true.
you back, you know it's up for the
that
night.
is so
You
not
know
true.
It's
up
gonna be a
for the
great
night.
night.
Like-
And when I got him in conversation, I keep talking to him.
Yeah.
And
So that I'm like, okay, finally, like he answered me.
Yeah. Like if you get into the parties he throws,
Right.
Right. If you just not on the
Oh, it's
outside
fucking-
sitting
Right,
in,
right.
Like if you actually get into the
I
spot
ain't
when
gonna
your
let you
man
do
has
like
the
that.
flyers, it's like, that's love, you know. But
We not
everybody's
doing
not
that,
built
man.
like, hey, dog.
Alex, man, is a different nigga, but he ethered me, so I digress. I'm gonna let it go because that night,
That was like
day,
top 5
that did
episodes.
That does, I literally have like a slight break on talking to you about certain things, like coming at you. I have a break on it because you fucking that was tumultuous.
Don't be like that. We friends, bro.
No, we are. I know.
good.
I
When the
just,
nigga hit you with, we are.
yeah, facts.
There's some
Nah,
more
we
in
are.
that.
We are. It is a little. Yo, let me not go into a tangent. Go ahead, continue.
Let's do it. No, let's
No, it's
do
on
it.
my Salt Bay. I was like, that nigga's out of control. I just want to say. I know this is random.
Wait,
to his
what?
restaurant?
Salt
That
Bay's out
had
of
nothing to do
My
with.
brain, sorry.
Yo, what's up with
Salt
you?
Bay is out of control. He posted and said, all the kids want to be like me. Everybody, blah, 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 wants to be like me. All the kids, when they grow up, they want to be like me.
I don't know a single kid that wants to be like.
He has to be stopped. He has to be stopped.
Salt Bay?
Salt Bay. He has a bunch
Like
of
this guy?
Yes, this guy. That's
don't know a
feeding
single kid
meat
that,
to
like-
your
He think
girlfriends.
he the only one putting salt on meat.
You think he the only person putting meat in people's mouths?
Oh, hey, yo. Anyway,
You feel me?
Next
There's
topic.
bars over here. It ain't just you, Salt Bay.
That was good.
honestly, that was good.
That was really
Yeah,
good.
nigga, fuck is you talking
That's what
about?
I'm saying.
He's
Who want to
crazy.
be him?
Right?
We could all get a little salt, do a
We
little,
could be Alex.
do a little sprinkle. Fuck
Salt
outta
Bay,
here.
Salt Bay is out of control. I just want to say that. I read that and was blown away. Nigga said everybody want to be like me, and the kids want to grow up. I misquoted the fuck out of it. But he did say kids want to grow up to be like me.
He's crazy.
When you get a little
Maybe for
following-
Halloween, like you're a character now.
funny as hell.
No, for real. Like he's a whole character. Like
Have you ever had his restaurant? Been to his restaurant?
I have not.
It's
You
one in
can't-
New York.
You can't put me in my mouth.
It's near. What?
Straight like that. You
Oh.
cannot.
Oh, I thought you said you can't put meat in
Yeah.
my mouth. I was so confused.
You
He
don't
said
got to
meat?
do it like that. You could just do it with the fork. And
Nah,
the knife.
you can't. No meat. If it came from his hands, I don't want it. Straight like
He got
that.
different locations.
Like I don't know what he be doing, bro.
Savon's masculinity is so fragile.
It's fragile.
Some days, on some days,
Some days it is.
Some days
He's like,
it
nah,
is.
my girl can't be funny.
Yo, that's a class. I'm not gonna lie. That's
But
a
wait,
classic
your confidence
one,
was
bro.
up in the mixer though.
Yeah.
Like how up?
I was good, bro. I was networking. I was so surprised. I'm like, yo, I got man Instagrams, I got numbers. Hey, I do this.
Right.
Because you know what it is?
What?
Again, going back to this whole LinkedIn conversation, we're at an advantage. And I don't know about these two because this is like the non-blue check side of like the studio. But like when you open up your phone
Yeah.
and you say, hey, yeah, this is me. You can follow me here. Like, I'm never plugging this podcast. I love y'all to death, but I don't go around saying,
I get it.
around saying,
I get it.
Wow.
I get it.
He hates us.
He hates
If
us.
you haters just say that, right?
No.
I can't just walk around saying, yeah, man, I do a podcast. It's like, if you know, you know, and if you don't know, you
get
will
it.
know.
Yeah, we talked about this like 2 weeks ago. You're like, you don't lead with, oh, I'm a pod.
Never that.
Yeah.
So at this networking thing, I always struggle to introduce myself. But then when I finally do, I'm like, here, you can follow me here. And then they see my followers. Right. And it's not even that much. Like, it's nothing crazy.
He's an IG baddie.
But they do assume.
For a guy, to have those kind of followers, not just anybody, for a male who has that amount of follower ratio, it's like, oh, you're somebody of something. Maybe not the most important, but it's something. And then the conversation is just fucking easy. Yeah. Because now her friends or his friends like, oh, this is such and such. And now boom. Now I'm here.
I think you could definitely introduce yourself as a producer. Like, that's lit.
Media.
Yeah, that's completely, and that's accurate
management.
too. You are a producer, so.
I don't know what it is about when you introduce yourself as a podcaster, you just start getting the side-eye look from people.
Because it's like saying you're a rapper.
Yeah, it's like saying you're a rapper now.
They're like, oh, okay.
Yes, and I don't
But
want to be
also, everybody wants
that,
to be a podder, so which one is it? So
that's a fact.
But a lot of people still don't respect podcast. Like, and I'm not saying respect
we
podcasts
right under the IG community.
but I'm saying it. Yeah, that too. But I'm saying it in a sense of like, when people don't take podcasts serious, like, think about it. There's a lot of people that are not on to podcasts. So when they hear podcasting, like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? They don't think, they don't understand the industry. They don't know. You know what I mean? So I do. So my question to y'all is, how do y'all introduce yourselves to people? Because that's something I struggle with. And it depends on the person I'm talking to, age, and how I explain, oh, well, I do ABC. Like, what's your shit? Like, what's your bag? How do you explain, like, oh, what you do? Like,
I say media. I say I'm in media and I do production.
That's so broad.
Podcast.
I mean, yeah, you should say producer, because producer is lit.
I say producer.
Sounds
sexier. It depends once in a while.
Oh my God, you could say producer too, but like
that's a
making
recent
beats.
thing for me. That's a recent thing for me, right? But before, it's more like, I work in podcasts and I quickly get off of that topic.
you quickly jump out of that?
I quickly jump out of it, start talking about some shit. Because you know what it is? That box they try to put podcasts in.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to want to talk for hours. Oh, well, you don't really have anything really much
That's
to
why
say.
I think it's important to like do more than just the pod. You know how like the merch, the events, like all. You're a brand, so that's cool. That's lit though.
Yeah.
But to walk up to someone and say, what you do? I'm a brand. They're like,
now you're cocky.
You're a fucking douche.
How does that work for y'all? And I know we had a similar conversation before, but when y'all have the blue checks, what does that do?
Yo, this nigga acting like
I don't know.
Bro, I'm like,
Hey guys, this is me.
Have you
like
this me?
no, but
if you go to a mixer,
but in terms of
a networking event,
to answer Dev's
and you
question,
introduce yourself, you're like, yo, this is who I am, and you just got this big blue check, and now everything in their mind in 0.5 seconds changes.
Can I tell you something?
That's
and I'll let you go because I know you got a point. I try to avoid getting to the Instagram,
right?
And when I'm out,
you told us this because when they see you, then they act different. They act different, like, oh, okay, hey, that, like,
right? It gets weird. It gets really weird. And I don't like that. I like to see true character people if I can. You know, if we talking and I'm like, yo, you're a nice person. You have no idea. You know what I mean? And you're trying to offer me like, oh, yada yada, you do music? Oh, bet I do yada yada. Cool.
Oh, by the way, I'm famous. I'm Dev.
That's not
no,
what
I'm kidding. He would never do that.
I would never do that.
I'm like,
but me to answer Dev's question, introducing myself. I love introducing myself. They're like, oh, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm a journalist. Yeah. I love saying that. Fine. Like, I don't have any trouble doing that. I love saying that.
Yeah, I was stealing your swag for a whole 3 years.
What?
Just walking around telling everybody I was a journalist.
Hey,
I was writing.
I don't care.
Four paragraphs.
You were.
Hey.
More power to you.
I remember hearing you like, oh, I'm a journalist. Like, I'm a journalist and stuff.
And then I had to respect the craft. I had to respect the craft. I was like, wait, I'm not that.
The nigga Reggie came in.
I'm a writer.
And dunked on you. Did a 360.
Yeah,
I feel that way too when it comes to like other people that do shit I do. I'll be like, man.
No, I would never tell someone like, oh, they're not actually. I would never say that. And like, I told somebody once, like a young writer, they said like, oh, I'm an aspiring journalist, but they had work done. I was like, I was like, no, you're not aspiring. You are a journalist. Like, own up to it. Like, just because you're young doesn't mean you're aspiring. And then she like took it out of her bio, and she's like, she's doing great now.
That's fire. That's what's up.
Sometimes you just gotta do that. Like, I like to call
believe
myself,
in yourself.
Yeah, I like to call myself like a beat maker. Like, I make beats.
I make beats.
You're a producer.
I like beats.
Smart.
When you say producer, they start thinking you got them
playing
Quincy Jones or some shit.
Yeah.
You are.
There's a big distinction.
Right, but then see, when you lead with that, and they be like, oh, where's your catalog?
Yeah, we start to kill you, and you sell too high. I don't like to oversell. Like, you know what I mean? I like to undersell.
Yeah, I love to.
When it comes to meeting like older people, what I lead with is I'm an artist. I do a bunch of I do music, but I also do a lot of stuff for TV, film. I can do a lot of because I know that they can understand that, and they might be able to understand it. And it's not a lot. It's like, yo, I really do, music for TV, film. I'm like, oh, you might have heard some stuff in this show and that show and that show. But that's how I do it with older people. You know what I mean?
How bad y'all used to lie on y'all resume?
I never played that game. I'm not gonna hold you. I never played that game.
I'm lit.
Nah, look.
Like I've been lit, bro.
Oh yeah, Savon. Savon sent me his resume once, like a few months ago, because take a look at it or whatever. I forgot why. It was lit. It was his resume was lit. It was good.
But you know what? The two certain writers, they know how to say things and just make it sound the way it should sound.
Use word like proficient.
Yeah. Ooh, turn that whole motherfucker around there.
Meaning I know a little something. That's what proficient
means.
Proficient.
And Windows.
Nah, his had like stream numbers, all that. It was lit.
Yeah, I was throwing around some numbers. Threw my dick on the table.
Oh my gosh.
Threw my dick on the table is crazy.
On the resume.
He always has to bring it there.
That's an old school. That's how I know you was raised some old school job turkey. Like trying to folk around you. Throw my dick on the table.
Basically, that's saying, hey, I'm showing my ego.
I know what it means.
Are you really about to explain what throwing my dick on the table means?
Because whenever I say anything, she's like, he brought it back there. I'm like, no, Reggie, I'm not really talking about that part of me right now.
Dick on the table.
So last week, we didn't really talk too much about anything. And this week, we had a lot to kind of cover before we go. It's not even a break. We're just going to celebrate the holidays and do our thing.
Yeah.
But DaniLeigh and DaBaby.
Okay.
I woke up, and I didn't know what was going on. And I was terrified because whenever I see people trending, I think the worst. I've just been conditioned to feel that way.
Yeah, it's never good.
It's bad, bro. Like,
it's always bad.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
So when I saw those two people trending, I'm like, all right, cool. What's going on?
Okay.
I saw DaBaby.
Okay.
And whenever I see DaBaby trending, I always go.
I get nervous these days.
Bro, I'm over it.
I don't know what to feel because of somebody with so much potential and somebody that the industry has they backed him.
Yeah, he was.
He was on top of the world before everything. Like he had the Billboard cover. He was like Man of the Year.
Yeah, he was killing.
He was
Dua Lipa. He was doing the pop. You know how he was crossing over to the pop versus
Dua Lipa and DaBaby. That's
literally killing in all aspects.
That's a fact.
His personal life, the charts, Walmart. He was just out here.
What?
Oh my god!
Everywhere, bro.
You wrote that bar 2 days ago. I know you wrote that shit 2 days ago.
He was killing everything.
This is what I do.
You wrote that bar.
I podcast, bro. But no, he really
No, apparently you don't, because you never claim us. So
that's a fact.
I'm kidding.
But to see them on Instagram Live and to see the whole exchange, and now it's a week old, but I still feel like there's certain nuances that we can cover as a podcast and just talk about. I think the first thing for me was Instagram Live, doing this on Instagram Live for the world to see.
Yeah.
And I don't have any kids yet.
Yeah.
But just knowing that one day your kid can just type in a few things
and see
mom and dad and disrespect and the undertones and the things that he was just saying to her. Like, first off, calling somebody a side bitch to their face is kind of crazy.
It's gonna hurt.
That's the first thing. Secondly,
deep.
That is the mother of your kid, right?
And DaBaby was in some of the frames in those lives.
Yeah, DaBaby was in the room.
A 3-month-old baby, was right there. It
was odd.
That was sad.
You know what I think, man? When I seen that, I said to myself this. I said, I'm not going to judge them because I don't know shit. And we all have been in relationships. And you know how her friends take her side and your friends take your side because we don't know the whole story, right? Like, it's ignorant for me to sit here and speculate and say, oh, well, this is what he did this wrong or she did this wrong. Obviously, there were things that were wrong, by the way. But what I come back to and what I hold on to is when it comes to matters of relationships and a child and love and things like that, I think that going public about those types of things for the world to see and put it on display, that's where it's all wrong for me. That's where I'll say, all right, that was wrong. I don't think that should be publicized because obviously there's a child involved and
in the moment it was happening in the moment.
And they were both very upset with each other, which I saw. And I think that's something I always like to tell couples. Listen, when we're both upset with each other, let's get away from each other for a second. Let's cool off and let's come back together. Some people don't know how to do that. And I think that's what we see when we see those types of situations occur. It's like, hey, we're at odds. I'm fucking mad. I'm going to hurt you. And I'm like that. I have a fucking temper, right? If I'm mad at my shorty, I give her the warning. And I'm not saying I fucking hit her. I'm just saying I give her the warning for me personally. I say, hey, I'm really upset. I'm about to assault you, verbally. I'm just letting you know because that's just something I have to work on as a man. I'm be honest with you. But it's just for me personally, I just know myself and I'm like, I lose my shit and I don't give a fuck. I see red verbally, not physically or anything like that, but just verbally, I just I get upset. So
you need to separate a little?
I need to separate and I'm good at separate. I'm good at calling it right there. Yo, all right. Like
How long
out.
did it take you to get to that point in your process?
I've been like that for years. That's how I've always been like that. But when I get a person that continues to push the button as I'm like, please,
let me go.
please, just let me go. And then I get to a point I'm like, all right, bet I'm here now.
Yeah.
Now let's go. Now I'm gonna hurt your feelings. Like that's a bad. I know that's a sick trait of mine. Like I know that. But at the same time, I just like I said, understand your partner and know their triggers. Just know how to deal with your person. Like pick your battles, and you know what I mean. I think that's really important. So what we saw there, I said to myself, these two people, they're very upset with each other, and I think that this shouldn't have been public, and they should have. Cooler heads prevail, right? Super public, and it's unfortunate. That's all I say.
I really don't like how we're just so conditioned. I don't know if it's our generation, millennials, Gen Z, whatever. We're so conditioned to pick up the phone before fix a problem. Like, it goes so much more deeper than what I just said. Like, we run to memes for comfort instead of dealing with something head on. We seek for help on the internet from followers that don't know us.
And people post things on their story to sub them a lot. That's the main thing.
But do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
because now we don't get to the full problem, Reggie. We involve everybody else.
Yeah, we do.
And I'm not putting this on DaBaby. I'm not putting this on DaniLeigh. I'm not putting this on any of these celebrities.
Exactly.
I'm putting this on like the infatuation we have with the internet and the phone, bro. Like it's insane because things that should just be dealt with internally,
right,
and advanced internally, it never goes like that with our generation.
No, it doesn't.
Why the hell do I know these big ass people business? Y'all clown about me all the time. Yo, Alex, what the fuck is Alex always doing? Do everybody know my business?
No.
I'm somebody on the smallest scale of people. They're on the biggest scale. So I would assume when you have so much shit going on, that you would at least try to keep something sacred. We spoke about that last week or 2 weeks ago. Nothing's sacred anymore.
Nothing sacred, yeah.
How can anything be sacred when first thing we think about when we're angry, when we're sad, I'm about to go right to Instagram.
Yeah, no.
I'm about to go right to Twitter. I'm gonna bring up this point real quick and I'm gonna pass it to one of y'all. You ever see someone on social media that you know they're with a significant other, but instead of dealing with the person, they just they talk shit about a person.
Okay.
Right? They'll talk shit about the person, but still go back to the person.
Yeah. That's a bad trait, bro.
So now, right, it's a bad trait. It might be toxic on both sides. But see, what you did with that is confuse yourself and the other person.
Right.
You so busy trying to get how you feel currently in the moment that you're going to reverse what you wanted to actually happen.
I get that.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know what it is with our generation with that shit, bro. We don't face shit. We just take for, hey, everybody, do you see where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
I want you to see where I'm coming from.
Virtue signaling.
Virtue. Does anybody see where I'm coming from? Like, why is that important?
And I don't understand why people do that because I say to myself, okay, well, you're posting is to your friend group, right? Of course they're going to fucking agree with you. It's like, do you really think you get an objective opinions amongst... You know your friends like this nigga did ABC and your girl, oh fuck him girl, blah blah. It's like of course, duh.
And what it is for me, it was triggering because like I know I've been that person. I've been on both sides. I've been hurt before and like, yo, damn, how can you say this? How can you do this? Why are you putting that out there? And I've also been that guy where I was the antagonizer. Where DaBaby for me, he was antagonizing. You know, he wasn't overt. It wasn't overt aggression. It wasn't overt disrespect as far as fuck you, bitch. None of that. But it was saying things that you knew would get a response.
Yeah, and you knew that like, the whole she was very triggered by like the side chick comment because she was like, you know that's not true, and she started posting mad videos of them like in love and stuff. Like, I could just imagine how that felt.
I want to talk about that.
I can't imagine.
If he's fucking up the game, I will say that.
How so?
For guys who like really have side chicks, he's fucking it up.
How so?
Because you can't say like, yo, you my side chick, and then do all of these things publicly.
Oh yeah, well
then say, yo, you my
we
side
don't really
chick,
do that,
bro.
I think he was crazy, and I don't know shit. I don't know shit, but I think he really was into. I think he really into her. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know shit. But I'm just saying what I saw. I'm like, I think he was. I don't think she was a side chick, man. I don't think she was a side chick.
She could have.
She was.
Nah.
If I post you on my, let me tell you something. All right, let me talk to something legit. If I post you on my Instagram and we holding hands.
Wait, did he?
Well, they posted each other at certain points.
She posted him,
and he allowed. He was cool with it, right?
That too.
He was cool with it.
I got to be cool with that, right? Because at the end of the day, you public
there has to
too.
be understanding.
There has to be an understanding. So at the end of the day, if I post you,
well, what?
You can't just what kind of? Look at me.
Who's out here posting?
Who's
out here posting Alex without his permission?
That's nasty.
Oh, wait, that happened to you?
That's not nasty.
People do it.
Wait.
But it's mad nasty that people do
that
it.
happened to you?
That has happened.
Nobody does that.
Damn.
Yo, there's a lot of power in that, bro.
Nah, they don't respect you, bro.
In posting someone on your
Because you know what I'm gonna do?
Page.
I'm gonna sue you.
You can't
If
do
you
that.
didn't
I'm gonna
want-
sue you.
You can't
bro.
do that.
You
Because the
can't
big-
hold like no. Don't.
The
don't
biggest
do that.
conversation I wanted to have, Dev, I want you to remember what you're talking about,
Go ahead.
is like our everybody's perceptions of things,
I don't know. That's crazy.
right?
Okay.
So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I have been the dude where I first meet somebody, and for the first 2 days, it feel like a fairy tale.
Of
Bro,
course.
we kissing in the mouth.
We
nah,
kissing
hold
in
on,
the
hold on.
In the mouth.
During COVID.
We kissing
And
in the
before.
mouth.
What else would you kiss?
And before COVID.
But what else would you kiss?
Come on.
Wait, what? What?
Hey, yo.
Oh, freak ass nigga looking
Yo,
He
for a
said we
freak
kissing
ass.
in the mouth. I ain't know what else the nigga be kissing people.
You know what I'm saying?
You
In
want
the
you
mouth.
want a diagram, my nigga?
No, you're right.
Fuck
Continue.
wrong with him?
Sorry.
Yeah, but
Freak.
I've been in that position where, like, you know how it be. You're infatuated with a new individual.
Right.
They new in your life. Ooh, you like this energy. Y'all kissing in the mouth every day. Y'all going on dates. You know what I'm saying? It's playful. But Pete, because y'all are moving so quick,
He said it's playful.
it's so playful. It's so joyous here. I love it here. Oh my
Joyous.
God.
Oh my God.
You be start thinking to yourself, where you been all my life?
Yeah, fact.
I've been there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But again, I've also been there where it's like, it's so early in the game as we're doing these things that things get blurred.
Yes.
So again, back to my perception of how people look at things. To us and to other people, we gonna see all these videos of DaniLeigh and DaBaby and be like, yo, DaBaby, shut your ass up, dog. You kissing her in the mouth and shit like that. But we don't know how he defines what being a side chick is. And that's why I just feel like, yo, he could honestly feel like that was a side chick with all of that shit being out there.
But can I give
You're
you
right.
some pushback? Can I
Just
give you a little bit of
absolutely.
pushback?
I want
Just
it.
based
Right.
on what I've seen.
Absolutely.
Based on what I've seen.
Absolutely.
All right. So if
He
she
never
was a
even
side
posted the
chick,
pregnancy.
true. Never
things
said anything. Never said anything.
things to think
But
about.
he does have somebody who he was with, right? Everybody. It was documented that he did have somebody before DaniLeigh, and her and DaniLeigh always went back and forth
Mother
about,
of a shower.
I got him and you got him and this and that.
Oh.
He never told Danny like publicly. It's never been. He never disputed that.
How was he supposed to do that publicly?
What do you? The same way he publicly said, "You're my side bitch."
Yeah.
When
When
it
you're
was
fucking her?
when it was convenient for him.
But again,
When it was convenient for him,
I hear
he
what you're
made her
saying.
the side bitch publicly. When it wasn't, he stood quiet.
so
When the side
Yeah,
chick
he
was
let her, like,
when
go
the
off
side
and-
chick
you
was
ready?
talking to his main chick or his baby mom or whoever the mother of his children is, he was quiet as a mouse. But as soon as it became convenient and he wasn't really with it, oh, you the side bitch publicly. Everybody know you the side bitch. Da da da. Like I don't see that. There's nobody in this world who can say they have pictures of me and them kissing that are on the internet or that even exist. You're not even my
bro, I want you to see
Nah.
you speaking to how it should be.
We're
And I
not
love
playing
that
those games.
because Savon is right. A couple minutes ago, he was like, "I will sue you." All of that shit, all of that shit is fine and dandy, and he ain't lying. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I've dealt with people like that.
Nah.
All right, I've dealt with people like that, where it's not that I called her a side chick or a side bitch, but just our perception of things. There is no right or wrong person. I want to be very clear.
Okay.
All of that shit was nasty. And if anybody sees all of that shit, like I said, it could look like, yo, DaBaby was definitely fucking with her. But again, I don't have children.
I don't know shit.
The individual who DaniLeigh was playing with, was talking about was his first baby mother.
Right.
I don't have children, but I know there can be a lot of attachment
Yeah.
with the person that had your first set of kids, etc. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know what type of relationships he had with her.
Don't know shit.
Or other women.
Right.
So, even to be comfortable to say, everybody know you a side chick. Again, I'm not backing him up.
that's
All
a
that shit
lot.
is crazy.
That's
But
heavy.
again, it's
to-
just
to be
triggering.
able-
Like
but
I
you get
know
what
what
I'm
it's
saying?
like to be in that mindset of a guy who's trying to evoke an emotion. I know what that's like, and I watched it. And for
Yeah.
me, it was triggering not just who the people were. Like I don't give a fuck about who it was.
Right.
I'm just
Yeah.
looking at the action, and I know what it's like to be in that position of power. You know what I'm saying? He was the one in power in that position. So for you to say things and for you to poke and antagonize, like that was triggering for me because I'm like, oh my God, I've been there mentally. I know he's trying to hurt her. You know what I'm saying? Like
But
I see it,
two
and I'm
can be
not,
true,
and I'm
right?
not, and I'm not saying anybody's wrong or anybody's right.
Right.
I'm just basing this. This is like a case study,
Yeah,
right?
right,
okay.
Let's
right,
use
yeah.
this as an open case, and
Okay.
we're just gonna
Absolutely.
talk about it.
Okay.
I'm not here to take anybody's sides. I truly, I don't.
We don't do that.
Yeah, we don't. I don't give a fuck. Honestly, like
Right.
that's their business.
Right.
But I think that was one of the things that resonated with me.
Right.
And that's what we like to do on the podcast. We like to discuss things that kind of resonate with us, not so much that we're talking at these people.
Yeah,
but
just
anybody who
more
doesn't
about the
really know.
situation,
It's
like just-
generalized.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
generalized.
very. Thank
A little
you.
bit more generalized.
And again, I know I have friends who have been in these similar scenarios where it's like his perception or her perception of things is not the same as their partner.
Yeah, of course not.
That's it.
And then I want to get back to another point.
What?
This is the point that I wanted to start with.
What?
Is that ever since we formed this four of us in this podcast, astrology has been like a reoccurring theme. And my good friend Reggie has really enlightened me on astrology. She really has. No, seriously, she really has. Like, I used to just run around saying, hey, I'm a Capricorn. But then I met Reggie and she said, no, that's not enough. What else?
Yo,
that's right.
That's like 10% of like
No,
that's
she's
like
not.
10% of like what you should be
She's like,
claiming.
no, that's not enough.
Interesting.
And I'm like, all right, cool. So if that's not enough, let me be enough. Right?
Let
so
me
that,
be enough.
Yeah, I want to
You
be
hear
enough.
him?
Aw.
So let me go figure this out. And then I kind of like got into the chart and the moon and the rising and the
Oh, you're
Venus
really
and the
one of
Jupiter.
those people.
And now I'm here with Gatorade all on my face. The retro Gatorade.
What?
You say that, yo, me and Levens laughed about this so hard
Why?
about you saying Mercury's in Gatorade. We
Yeah,
laughed
bro, I
about
don't
that
know none of that
really
shit.
hard the
I'm
other
learning.
day. Yes.
I'm
it's
really
hilarious.
learning. But now, seeing the baby and realizing he's also a Capricorn, it startles me because it's like we be having such great people.
Yeah, the Capricorn
But
team is
then-
lit.
but
It's like
then-
LeBron, like
It's
a lot of-
great, but then it's like
Ray J.
DaBaby and R. Kelly.
Oh, R. Kelly's a Capricorn?
Like,
Nah, yeah, that should be 3.
That's like the worst.
Big three.
Savon,
don't do that.
the
to me. Don't do
baby, and
this.
all
Now
Kel.
Alex is using his new terms he learned and
podcast
shit.
an album with
The
that
big
nigga, bro.
three.
Can I just
Don't do that
this
to
is
me.
like
You could do a
not
podcast
related to
with
the topic but related to what he's saying.
Yeah.
So Savon is a Leo rising like me.
Hey.
If you know anything about
Leo
Leos,
rising.
they're you know they work good under attention and stuff like that. You know that's star quality. That's why he's
Good under attention.
yeah.
Oh wait, good.
Yeah,
wait,
yeah,
that
yeah.
didn't make sense.
What?
Good
What?
in like the spotlight.
Yeah, in like the
good.
spotlight.
Good with
Yeah,
attention.
it's a fire
Right.
sign.
Okay.
Very not that you need attention, but like if attention is on you, you do well. Like like his delivery with like talking and stuff like that.
Right.
And he's a Pisces moon.
What's my shit? I want to know who I am.
Oh, now you
and now you
interested?
feel like
Oh, no, because that if you don't fully relate to like the Libra traits, that's because your moon is really important. That's your emotions. Your rising is like how you interact with people. Like it's so if you're like, wait, I don't resonate with all of them.
Right.
Once you read your chart, you're gonna be like, oh shit, okay, that's kind of fun.
I only cared about it when I had a friend that was a Libra, and his bag with the ladies was astrology. It was so nasty. I hated
It's a
going
bag
out
for
with him.
everything now.
He used to every time we go out. Yo, he would use it.
Wait,
so
why?
much.
Wait, how? Like,
Like he be talking, and he get one joke in. He make you laugh once. As soon as he make her laugh, I'm like, here it comes. What's your sign?
wait, he asked
It's a great
her.
No,
icebreaker.
yes, he asked her.
It's a great
What's your sign?
icebreaker.
And then she's whatever sign she said.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, because you gotta understand, Dad.
No way.
No, because that's sauce.
No, honestly,
good bag.
no,
It's a good
honestly,
bag. Great bag. It
guys,
worked every
no,
time.
yeah,
You come off
guys,
as more
don't sleep
deeper.
on that. I've never met a man who's like really, really into astrology. But honestly, it could be kind of annoying though.
But it throws.
If he's really into it,
if he knows
it's
a little
kind of
something,
it's kind of
if he
annoying.
knows
I
something
want to be
like
the
it.
expert. Like he doesn't know anything about astrology. Like every time I say something, he's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, tell me about me. I want to know about me.
That's a real thing. I think I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. I think Pete Davidson might have the illest chart ever.
Yo.
Like,
Wait, why?
What's his chart?
Why?
We gotta find out Pete
That's definitely-
Davidson and what stars have aligned to create the fucking dating lineup and pool that
You know what I
man
figured out?
has, bro.
I think him and God in the same group text.
God?
Yeah.
You think he,
Bro, do you
Almighty.
know his
you think he
dating
asked
history?
God?
I think
Yes, his dating history is kind of.
That's why-
it's
You know
kind
what
of-
his cookies
You
look
got- no,
like?
do you
from a
guys
very
think-
male perspective, of course. His dating history is pretty.
Nah, he's elite,
it's
bro.
extensive.
Do you think he's actually dating Kim Kardashian?
He's smoking
Or is it
her.
a,
Yeah.
no? Is it a distraction?
He's blowing her
from
back out.
the
I don't
astral
think,
world
I didn't
shit?
say he's blowing her back.
he's
I said
blowing
I think
that
they're
side. He's
dating,
going crazy,
respectfully dating. I think
taking
they're
that step.
Nah,
dating.
He's a Capricorn moon. Yo, he doesn't even know what that means.
Turning to Jada.
Yo, he doesn't even know what that means, and he's high.
Hey,
Lit.
You might have a
Capricorn,
gang,
Capricorn
you heard?
niggas is weird. What's your
weird ass.
What's your shit?
He's a
Aries.
triple.
You
He's a
Aries?
triple. He's a triple Aries.
Trying to figure something out.
So
Yo, Rob, what's your shit?
What's your what's your
Yo, no,
trying to figure something out.
Dev was so shady. I'll never forget. In his house, we were talking about signs. Did I tell you this?
No.
And we were talking about signs at like the housewarming. Everyone is in a good mood, Somehow charts. Why you? I haven't even said it yet.
Everybody was happy and Dev came and shot that shit
No, because Court said something like he said.
Oh my God.
He said, "Yeah, I'm a Taurus," and Dev goes, "Yeah, you hard headed." And I'm like,
That's all I know
No.
about astrology.
No, yeah, and I'm
Taurus,
like-
oh, you stubborn. That's
No,
all I
yeah,
know.
but this whole pod, I always mention I'm a Taurus. So you low key hate Tauruses?
No, I just, you know what it is?
I'll never forget that.
I've always heard, I think it happened like stupid, right? I think somebody told me Taurus are always stubborn.
They're
and
not.
then I met a Taurus that I hated. Was like,
That was mad
fuck
stubborn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
No,
this
yeah.
nigga is nothing of what a Taurus is. You're nothing of what a Taurus is to me.
Honestly, I can be stubborn sometimes. I can. But with like goals and shit like that. Like things I want to do. But in terms of debating, I'm not like.
Sure. You're not a fucking, I'm telling you the truth and actual facts, and you're just like, passive about it. You know what I mean? Like,
But yo, you looked and you're like, yeah, you hard headed.
Nah, because I know that nigga.
No,
That's
and
why.
then I kind of got quiet. I was like, damn, like he doesn't like Taurus.
No.
I was like, you know I'm a Taurus. No, but yeah.
No, Courtney is a hard-headed motherfucker.
No,
Yeah,
but-
so what's Pete Davidson? How he get all these women?
He's a Capricorn.
He's a
How I
Scorpio
find that out?
sun.
How I find out? Like
Cat,
how I do what he did.
Cat moon. He's a Scorpio sun. And you like Scorpios.
Damn, that's crazy.
He got does he got a BlackBerry with a side scroll?
What?
We need to.
What does that mean?
I don't
What
know
is the
that-
correlation? Please
I don't
put me
know what
on.
that means.
That's where Drake used to hide all his best rhymes. So I'm
Oh my goodness.
Yo, I had to explain that to somebody the other day because it was the freestyle. My shorty, we was in the car, and she's like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "Yo, so word is he lost his BlackBerry and some shit in there."
Pete found it.
Yeah, there you go.
I think
Black history.
Pete
just
got the
spitting it to
keys,
women.
bro. I'm not quite sure how he does it. Because you want to know, like, guys, right? We are so vain, we're so shallow, and we go to the gym, we work out.
We are. We're pieces
You know
of
what I'm
shit.
saying?
Yeah,
We-
no
we,
kidding.
we try to
too.
fucking create a podcast, right?
talk.
We sing. We do all these amazing things. We try.
Yeah,
we really
we
do
try.
try.
Yeah.
And then there's somebody like, look at this. Look at the dynamic of Kanye West.
Okay.
He wanted to jump over the jump, man. God damn it. He wanted to be the biggest hip hop billionaire mogul.
Yeah.
He had the nerve. This is one of the only people in the world
Yes.
that can look Jay-Z in the eyes and say, I am worth more than you.
Yeah.
In the whole black community. In hip hop.
It's odd.
Like, it's just him, bro.
It's really odd.
It's different.
Like
It's
Nick
different.
Cannon, Kim Kardashian. I don't know why I said Nick Cannon, but it was just mad niggas on his group chat.
Look who on the top of Savon brain.
Look who in your
It
group
was
chat.
mad people in his
He in
group
your
chat.
top 5.
And he was like, yo, I'm worth more than all of you, and meant it. Like, that is the status of this man, Kanye West. And then comes along this white New Yorker, tall, lanky, pale, comedian, talented.
You hating.
No, bro.
You
But
hating.
those are the physical traits. I'm not
Yeah,
lying.
nah,
I'm not
it is.
hating.
Nah, it is. It
He's
is.
tall, lanky,
It
and
is.
pale, bro. He's great. He's
Tall,
talented.
lanky, and
From the
pale.
usual,
funny.
the usual
It is.
guy that you would
Sure.
think that those types of women would go for.
Look at her dating history.
I like
And
it,
then,
though.
I mean,
I like it.
I'm mad it's not me, but like I get it. Like I
like it.
understand
Might have a
it.
shot. She tweeted you before.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
with the white heart.
Girls that
Yeah.
with the character, I just because I will say this right.
And I'm not hating on Pete Davidson.
I'm programmed. I am programmed to see women like Kim Kardashian
Yeah.
with a certain type of guy.
Absolutely.
That's stupid.
Can I-
but that's how I'm programmed, right? I'm programmed that. So when I see Pete Davidson, and no shun to Pete Davidson,
Shout out
but
to
when
him.
I see him, I don't think that, right? For me personally, I'll be honest with you. I think I'm not alone on that fucking island. I'm just being honest, and that's not a fucking slight to him at all. But when I do see that happen, I go, oh, good, okay. So anything is, not saying anything is possible.
Hey, y'all talking about me.
fuck that whole
Hey, y'all
shit
talking
up.
about me. Talking about
That was
shit.
shade. That was shade.
That was
like,
mad shade.
Pete is the
And
bar.
I don't mean to say shade, but you know what I'm. You know what I'm
anything
trying to
is
say.
possible.
Look at her,
That,
like.
that cool that she has the wherewithal to say like, okay, I can. Damn, there's no way to say
Nah,
that.
yeah, this
Say
is
it.
all nasty sneak
I said it
dissing.
for you.
This is all
He's
sneak
not-
dissing. That's
he's
the
just
funny
a
shit.
sexy beast, and we just gotta admit it.
And we
Sorry.
don't know it.
You sneak dissing. That's the funny shit with this
It
shit.
does feel sneak,
It
my
does
bad,
feel
and I'm not
sneak
trying to come off
dissing.
that
It
way. I
does.
hope my intentions or my nuanced
not.
intentions.
Nah, we
is,
get what
though.
you're saying. We
It
get
is,
Yeah,
though.
yeah. I hope my nuanced intention isn't there.
Yeah,
It's
no,
there,
no, no.
but
It's not.
yeah,
We're
he's
just
a,
joking
he's a
about it.
sexy beast. Here, brother. How about
Women
that?
love him.
They
Women do love him,
Yeah.
though.
But, and that's what I wanted to talk to. Like, yo, you can try Reggie Bush, Ray J. They try to get abs of steel.
Yeah.
These men. Like,
Yeah.
this is her dating history, bro. I didn't make it up. I'm not like fucking Chris Humphries, 6'10", chiseled.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? And then comes Pete Davidson.
Chris
Yo, Savon got
Humphries.
files on
And
all of
then
Kim's
comes-
ex.
He's super dude. He
bro,
went to the-
because I'm
Like that
like,
should be me.
I'm like, dog.
Yeah.
I be
When is it like Kim?
Nah, you
when is
gotta-
it, dog?
She's saying you're not funny enough.
I gotta get my funny up, not my
And
money
he,
up.
he at SNL.
I thought, see,
That's
He
funny.
at SNL.
the
That's
IG
funny.
comedians. He just gave him a boost.
Nah, he's way
He's
above
not an IG
IG
comedian.
comedian.
Oh,
He's
that was
he's above
nasty.
that. That's
But
nasty.
he's a
All right, we gotta get off this.
comedian.
It's starting to become a
like
shit
Pete
show.
Davidson.
I like him. I really do
I
like
really
him.
do.
It sound like
I
bad
really like
shade
him.
though, right?
It's
Yes.
not shade, bro.
It sound like it.
It
You
is
know
shade.
how
Because
niggas
you don't know why.
show
Hear me
love.
out. Because it sounds like, yo, like he's a great guy, but
That's what the whole conversation was like.
Yeah, there's some dude right now. There's some dude right now in the hood saying, "My nigga, I'm way flyer than Pete. My nigga, what's up? Like I don't understand. Like there's some, you understand what I'm saying?
You start thinking like, yo, what? He don't even piece shit together.
Yeah, but and then, you know what's funny? I dealt with this in college a lot. Yeah. Like there was this one girl, and I will not say her name. And hey, I know you're doing well.
Send her
and,
IG.
You know all that other stuff. I will not. But she was one of them girls on campus. I was a freshman. She was a sophomore. I'm not gonna say her. I'm not gonna say anything. But she was one of the ones on campus.
One of the ones.
Like a baddie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh. And fucking, we wound up talking. And I'll be honest with you, I couldn't believe that it was happening, right? Like I was like, damn, I bet. And I wanted to be my girl.
Yeah.
And the hate that I got from men was one that I never felt before. Like niggas would tell me behind closed door, like, yo, he said like, why she fucking with him? Like that kind of vibe started to come. I was like, holy shit, men are fucking.
That's what you gotta do to Pete right now.
Hoes, y'all some hoes.
So you're the original Pete Davidson. You like the OG Pete? Hey, Petey.
Yo, he doesn't even know what to say. He doesn't even know what to say to you right now.
Yo, Savon is a child. I literally saw that unravel in his brain. Hey, Pete. Hey, Petey. Fucking nerd.
Man, I like Pete Davidson a lot. I really do.
I do
promise
too.
you.
I like him, man.
I just think it's crazy when you just look at somebody's dating history. You just never know, and I guess maybe that goes into like phases because we see Kim. She's trying to move in a different space. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
she's moving in a different space. She's moving in different crowds.
Yeah.
Pete Davidson. The only thing and this is not for me to like question or wonder or care about, but just being a fan of his because I really do fuck with Pete Davidson and his story, his journey. Like he's great, been on SNL for a long time. And he always has something to say. Like he's low key. He says a lot of profound shit. I don't know if y'all ever watched the interview.
He's very
wise.
He's very sarcastic, and but he does it in a way.
Very wise.
He's fucking his satire. He's great.
Yeah, he's good.
But one of the things that like when I seen it, I was kind of shocked. And again, it's not for me to judge, but I was just a little bit shocked because I know he's dealt with a lot of mental health things. Right?
Yes.
And to date somebody. Or date somebody who's on that high of a profile, who has that much attention. I was like, damn, I hope this is good for him, the person, you know what I'm saying? Because we understand this Kardashian curse thing. Yeah. And I don't subscribe to curses or cancel culture or anything like that. But I do subscribe to patterns. Yeah. And the patterns are, you know, people who date Kim and that family, things don't go too well. Just ask Travis Scott. Like,
and we thought he was in the clear.
We thought Travis Scott, Lamar Odom.
Odd little
I think the only man to come out unscathed
is who?
It's the God MC.
Yeah.
Ray J.
Ray J, baby. My boy Ray Jizzle.
I ain't saying nothing about Ray J.
Don't ever say that again.
I can't say Ray Jizzle.
Ray Jizzle is wild, but I will not say anything about Ray J. Ray J is a fucking goon.
Jizzle.
Ray J's a goon, my nigga.
He
get you fucked up.
But you know what though, too, man? Sometimes you just gotta try shit.
I like that. I like
you just gotta try.
This is all shade. I'm not gonna lie.
You're saying that in the context of Kim just had to try.
Yeah, I'm talking about Pete trying shit. Thank you, Reggie.
Oh, wait, what?
But now, back to that though.
All right. Back to that though.
Sometimes you just gotta try shit. You know what? Not for real. Like sometimes we be so attached to what we think we like.
That's a fact. I would never date an artist.
We be the slaves to what we actually love. Right. That we be so blind to see like, yo, this might tickle your pickle over here.
Tickle your pickle?
Nah, because y'all been around, right?
I ain't gonna hold.
Y'all been around some
Wait,
old
you said
nigga.
you would never date an artist?
I would never date an artist.
Why?
Because they're like me.
I'm good.
Would you date yourself?
No,
absolutely.
Nah,
you said not.
Not.
I don't like
Why?
I would want to
because it would sound narcissistic.
I would want to murder myself.
I would date somebody like me.
I would never.
Really?
I'd murder myself. I would
he's cooler
murder.
than
All right, let's argue with them.
I would murder.
Wait, what? I didn't
If
hear
I
what
had to deal with me, I'd murder that person.
But you don't feel like it's dope to have someone know you because they are you?
Right.
Hear me out.
Okay.
I should not be saying this. Oh my God. I was talking to this girl that had the same birthday as me.
That's cute.
And I thought it was going to be
fire. We can get that shit over with.
No, I think that would be annoying because my day is my day.
But I'm not gonna forget your shit though.
But I think that's cute because like she understands you, right?
That's what I thought.
I mean, does she? I don't know if you believe in astrology. Maybe not.
Thought.
back in the day.
Okay.
Yeah,
long time ago. Many moons ago. My brother Alex was talking to this girl.
It was like, I don't even remember who I was when I was with
We
that
ain't even have this podcast.
Yeah, what?
Ooh.
Not this.
Pre-podcast Alex is a nasty Alex. I can't imagine that. It's a nasty Alex.
I'm reformed now. I'm changed.
I know.
But like, I really thought that we would, but because we were so similar, I don't know. Like, I thought it would work, but I don't want to say too much. I'm gonna leave it at this.
Okay.
Nah, say it.
He didn't say shit.
I don't want to say too
He
much.
didn't say shit yet.
Fam, all you said was y'all had the same birthday.
That's a fact.
What is she gonna do when she hears it? She's not gonna do shit. Just say it.
I don't care about her.
Gang
But
shit.
I don't care about her. If you hear this shit, I don't give a fuck. But
if you're hearing this, it's too late.
I
That's
don't
facts.
care. What? I hope you listening to it. Actually, miss.
So tell
even
her.
though this is from
So
14
speak to
years
her.
ago.
So speak to her.
Yeah, because she was like me, she thought she could use the same corners.
Just let it out,
Yo,
Alex.
what the
He is
fuck,
tap dancing,
bro?
This is not.
This is mental fucking tap. You
Yo,
look
but
like
this
Chris
is not
Brown.
even that problematic.
yeah,
This
what
is
is
not that
that?
problematic.
It's like really like
She
know
thought
all
you
the
could use
stuff that you
your own games against you.
Yeah. So you know all the things you can improve on?
Huh?
So you know all the things you can improve on?
Yes.
Imagine just dating that.
Dating
What?
all the things you.
Wait, she was like you 2.0?
Yes.
Wait,
Like,
so
nothing
is that
could-
bad?
nothing could-
That's
it
good.
was
Was she
terrible.
better than
That's
you?
good.
Or just y'all was the same?
She was trying to be a better me, and I ain't like that.
What?
This is the most.
This makes no sense.
This is the most toxic.
Is that not
shit.
good?
Oh, he's trying so hard
What the
not
fuck?
to open up and
Did it make you
divulge.
jealous?
Right? Were you jealous of your girl? Like I'm trying to.
He's trying
What is
so
it? Alex,
hard.
you're making no sense right now.
Just don't say it. So what I will say.
This is literally the best part to put it. Like, you know all the things we can improve on, right?
Yes.
Like, you know how like your
Yeah.
spouse offsets things that you don't do?
Of course.
Yes.
Yes.
Maybe you should
I
improve.
need that. Yes.
I didn't have that.
Wait, but that's a good thing because they motivate you to
Yeah,
Because
elevate
we
and
was
like,
just, complacent together.
what?
Oh,
No, you just said
you see
she's
where I'm
good.
getting at?
No, you just said
Okay.
she was good. Oh, wait, what?
Because it's like you don't. Because all right, so for me, for instance, I wouldn't have gone to half the places I've gone if it wasn't for my shorty. Like I wouldn't have, because I'm just not motivated, which is odd, and I'm trying to figure that out in myself.
Really?
Like I'm not motivated to travel at all. Like I'm
Really?
not one of those
That's
guys. Like I
interesting.
want to see this.
That was
Like I'm
me
not
for a while.
motivated.
That was me for a
at
while.
all, bro. I'm not motivated. And I can
Wow.
fucking do it. Like I'm telling you, I could take a month and
No,
go. I'm gonna go see the world.
yeah, we
Have
heard
you
that
done
song.
it before?
We heard your music.
You know what? Maybe
Because usually you
Watch
would have to
yourself.
like know what it feels like to go to a new place and be like, wow,
Right.
and then you get that travel bug. Like,
maybe touring has fucked that up for me. Because I've seen, say for instance, I've seen the entire country in the span of a month and a half traveling.
so that wasn't a true traveling experience.
See, but that's what I'm thinking. But even when I go travel, I'll be wanting to come home.
Yo.
You know, I can relate to that.
Like when I
I
went
can-
to,
yes,
I went to
yes.
I went to a place recently. Fucking
Oh yeah, you
couldn't
told
wait
me
to
about
come
that. No,
home.
I know what you're.
Yeah, I
know
was
what you're
like,
talking
and
you didn't enjoy it that
I did
much.
not
And
enjoy
everybody
it.
tells you that you're gonna have a great time and
Yeah.
you're supposed to do it, so you
No,
do
maybe
it.
that's just not your type of vacation.
And that's
Maybe
what
you're
I'm
like
thinking.
a cabin in the
Yeah.
mountain, snowy mountains type of
Yeah.
guy. Maybe you're a Europe type of guy.
I like,
like to
to
be home.
pick it.
You like
When
to be home.
people, when I go with a group of people that want to do things,
It's up.
I get upset.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
go,
that's not
I'm
me
not
either.
waking
Same
up
way.
early on vacation, 6 in the morning to
Now you
go on a
boring.
boat for
Look,
what?
now you boring because you don't want to go fucking
No, I
sledding.
could do that, but if it's only like 2 or 3 people, the whole group thing, I can't do it. I'm
now the
too
date-
introverted for that.
I'm the type of nigga. Let me tell you
You don't
something.
wanna go
Let me
sledding,
tell you
stay
the
home.
one time you'll see me bougie on vacation.
Yeah, no.
Because I'm the type of nigga, if y'all doing shit, I'll be like, and they got, the car, I'm gonna go get my own rental car because y'all fucking playing. I'm not fucking playing with
You wanna know
y'all.
what it is? I ain't finna come back from this vacation tired.
Yeah, and
Y'all be coming back with bruises. Like one of my men lost.
Yo, what's good with your life, dog? Who are you, bro? What are you? What vacation that your man came home with bruises?
you never seen
Oh, no, I
Alex
believe
go
it.
live on vacation? You ever seen
Oh,
his
yeah, he
IG
was
live?
hiking.
That nigga's a whole other person. Like I literally didn't say anything. I was hoping he didn't notice I was there. I was like, who is this?
Nah, I know it's
motherfucker?
your little
We got
nosy
the
ass in
side,
there.
right? Yeah, you see me
Get
on
your
my
little ass
head.
out of
How you
there.
get
Go
bruises?
He was in the Hollywood Hills.
Because you know shit
For
just be
sure.
going on. You might be on Runyon Canyon or something, and you might fall down
You was on a date.
the mountain.
Yeah, people in like
It's the
Tulum go
only
like
reason-
zip lining and shit. Yeah.
I went to Cancun. That was the most fun I've had on vacation probably. I went to Cancun and I did like things and I liked the blend of the things I did. I went to this Mexican water theme park. I jumped off like a fucking mountain.
Oh, that's
and when I
fire.
look back at the video, I said, that was dangerous. Like,
That-
I do that? I look at this video all the time, I'm like, that was fucking dangerous.
See, I don't understand how people like have that much blind trust in the floor of whatever pool of water they're
Yeah.
jumping into. Like me, I'm
a
the
risk
kind of
taker,
nigga,
though.
like, I gotta go and feel the floor. Like, I gotta put my goggles on, go down, jump
like-
off the
I
and be like,
used to
yo,
be-
can I jump in this
Yeah.
shit
Right.
and then be good? Like, if
hear
it's
you.
too shallow and that's how I go out, I'm gonna be real mad.
Okay.
Cliff
Well,
diving, bro.
You won't even know you're mad, but you know.
Nah, I'm gonna be mad.
Nah,
bro.
I used to
I'ma
be
be
like that. I
dying
used to
mad.
love that type of stuff. But now as I get older, I get a little more worried. Like I don't think I would jump off a cliff now, like into the water.
I still would do it.
I don't. I'm too.
You know why I'm more than obliged to do it now? I've done a lot of shit now.
Yeah.
Yo,
You
that's
wanna know
low-key
what's
me saying I'm
crazy?
ready to go.
You wanna know
Oh
what's
my
messed
god!
All right, Devvon, relax.
I've done a lot. For me, I'm like, it's cool.
up? You know what's messed up?
I've lived a good life.
Yeah, I lived a pretty good life.
I was thinking the other day, and I'm probably telling on myself how I really haven't done too much in my life, and I really got a lot left to do. And I was like, God,
Not facts.
damn.
I feel
like,
you.
yo, maybe like, is it poverty?
All right.
Is it just lack of resources?
Wait,
like,
what?
bro? All right, so now there's this trend on Instagram, right, where it's like everybody you tag a moment, I guess.
Oh, yeah,
So it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
hey,
Oh, I
share a
see that.
picture
It's
of
Share a
my
picture of
thing.
you in Tulum.
Share a picture of you on your birthday.
Gotcha.
Right?
Yeah.
So
I
there was
hate
this-
it. I
there was
hate
this one
this.
tag.
Why?
I hate it.
No, Reggie,
tell
you
you
keep
why.
doing
You
yours.
guys are
are cute.
haters.
No, yours are cute.
Oh,
Keep
okay.
going.
Girls,
But let me-
girls is
It's
fire.
a
It's a girl thing to me.
Let
But when
me-
I see
Oh my
her,
god!
it's
How?
mad funny.
So
Mad
there
fun.
was this one post, and it was share a picture of you on a boat.
I mean, not everybody has that.
Okay.
I've never been on a boat.
Yes, you have.
Yes, you have. You've been to a
I've never been.
you've
on
been
a
to
You
like
boat.
just
a
went to
water
Miami.
party.
I have never been.
Yes, you have.
On a nigga, a ferry to go to Connecticut. That's not a boat. That's about traveling, bro.
That's a boat.
That is a
I'm
boat.
talking about bottles
Nah.
and champagne.
You coulda brought in
and
your book bag.
bikinis.
Some on a yacht?
I don't-
And
Oh yeah,
fucking
okay.
fun.
That's
I've
what.
never, I don't think I've ever
I've
had a
never
yacht.
been
crazy on
on
this.
a
He trying to
boat.
have some
Somebody
fun.
get this man on a boat because clearly it's triggering that he's not
I
been
had a-
on one.
Yeah.
I can't be an IG thotty and never been on a boat.
That's
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
That's a part of the application process.
I don't think I've been on one either.
You're not fucking with
true.
the right niggas, my nigga.
It's true.
Y'all been on boats?
Yeah,
I've
I've
been on
boats. You
I
been
have
on boats too, though.
I have a friend in Seattle,
This
and he
nigga
has
keep
a
telling me I've been on boats.
family boat.
I ain't never been on a boat.
You never heard like you got to make sure if you believe it, you was there. All right.
No.
That's bullshit. Which, whoever fed you that shit is a fucking. That's not a friend.
Alex keeps telling me like, yo, yeah, you been on a boat.
No,
I've never been on a boat.
nigga playing imaginary boat.
I've never jumped off a cliff. Like, I'm dead inside, bro. Like,
God.
what am
Yo,
I doing?
relax.
I'm just working and
Relax,
podcasting.
relax.
No, but that shit you guys always talk about. Oh, I'm sacrificing my
Yeah.
20s because I'm working. Like, no, go out and do shit.
Yeah, go ahead and do shit.
do it.
Fun
Like,
time.
like you're pushing 30.
I am.
Go out and go on
how
a boat.
old
You
you
have
are?
time.
Are you
Don't
okay
worry.
with saying how old you are?
Yeah, I'm 27.
Oh fucking fuck!
I'm 27. Yeah,
You've
yeah,
done
yeah.
way more than me at 20 fucking shit. I didn't start. Most of my traveling in life was from 26 to all of it. It's like 26
Oh yeah, you
to
have
like
time.
now.
You have time.
I still got time?
I didn't do shit.
I get on the boat.
Yeah, you get on a fucking boat.
Yo, who got a boat that listens to this podcast? Let me know if you got a boat. I just
Any
wanna get a-
fans?
It could
Savon's
be-
birthday's coming
It
up.
could be a canoe.
But I gotta bring Zion.
No,
If I
you don't
can't
wanna
bring
do that.
Zion-
It don't even got to be a
Canoeing
boat.
is
I ain't
it's
bringing
hard.
no-
It's hard.
It could be
It's
a
work.
Hold on
banana
now.
boat.
No.
I think
We
that's a
ain't gonna
little
be on no canoe. I bring
discriminatory.
somebody could bring the Zah and some beverages. No, if you have a canoe,
I know it.
stay your ass home.
A rowboat. Like in a notebook?
No, you can't do that.
I can do that.
That
That's a
shit is
fly
not
date.
romantic.
That's
No,
fly,
that's
bro.
not.
What?
Not with a
never
chick
seen
from
Titanic,
Brooklyn.
huh?
She gonna be like,
Niggas
boy.
ain't never seen Titanic in here.
No, hold on, Alex.
She be like-
Alex, you get a chick from Brooklyn and you bring her and show her the canoe and say us. She gonna say boy.
No. I have
Boy,
such a good story. Like
outta here.
we went to
Sound like Big
Connecticut.
Sean.
I went to Connecticut with my boyfriend. We went hike. I was so excited to go hiking by
think
the
you told us.
waterfall.
Oh,
and we're like
about
hiking. I was like, babe, are you enjoying this? He's like, I'm from East Flatbush.
Huh? Like, we here.
I am from East Flatbush.
He only did it because I wanted to do it, and then I didn't like it either. Like
That's good. At least you admitted it. Like, yo, this shit is ass.
It was alright.
Doing
I
that-
was sweaty, like I was tired.
Hey,
Like
you know
And you
what?
got drip. So you couldn't even get fly.
That's
like,
the- yeah,
your
when you
kid-
do shit like
you
that.
couldn't even get fly.
Yeah,
while
I was
shooting.
in like
I know
a-
you was
yeah.
mad. I ain't never seen you without a fly outfit.
Ever.
I remember
thank
on like one of the early dates that I went on. I remember like really was into her and everything. And I remember she was like, I always wanted to ride bikes, blah, blah. I was like, oh, fire. So it was New Year's, I think. And I got a hotel in the city on by Columbus Circle.
Okay.
And I got us a
nice.
bike ride in Central Park.
You a freak.
Okay.
Man, did that last for 3 blocks.
Right, it's not.
I want it, and I'm mad because I'm one of those people. I love bikes.
Well, you had the 2-seater?
No, fuck, come on, Alex. That image is insane.
Y'all was pedaling symmetrically.
That's what.
In sync.
Because that's real bonding. That's how y'all.
That seems hard.
Right
That
foot,
seems
left
hard.
foot, honey.
Because we gotta be insane. And if you swerve left,
Wait,
I fall
why
with you.
are you saying it only lasted 3 blocks? Because you're like you take bike rides and stuff. You
She
told us.
was not.
Oh,
she
her.
was fucked up. Going up them hills, she bro.
Yeah.
I remember looking back on. Oh,
She mentioned
shit.
it? She mentioned it?
A New York
That
City
sounds like
bike.
me. That sounds like me.
But she lied. I
ain't
learned
like
later.
that.
I was like, oh, you was lying. You just thought it was some kid shit to do.
Yeah.
Respectfully,
yeah.
a lot of shit be looking cool and cute, right?
Until
you fucking try it, right?
Until I put you on this 5-speed bike up a fucking, and we going from 50th to 110th
Yeah.
Street.
But you don't like her. You couldn't have liked her.
I actually stayed with her. I'm
It's-
actually with her now.
Oh shit!
Hey, honey.
Like, for you to,
Oh
for you
my
to suggest
God.
that, like, that's kind of
I really,
crazy, bro.
because I was like,
For you
oh,
to be
dope,
like,
I would love to
No,
do that.
she suggested that.
She threw it out there as far as like, oh, I want to ride bikes through the city. I was like, oh, fire, easy, cheap.
I would have been like, do you like bowling? Like, we would have
Bowling
had to
is-
have like an alternative date.
I get you. I
Because
hate
those
bowling.
cabs don't care about your life. Like,
Not at
now
all.
that I live in the city and I'm driving
Oh,
against,
yeah, no.
like, I'm fighting against these niggas.
Yeah.
These niggas in them yellow cars, bro, they don't care about you,
Yeah.
your mother,
Yeah.
your grandmother. My grandmother was like, hey, honey, I want to come see you for the holidays. I said, Ma, the cab drivers, they'll kill you.
Yeah,
Please, I
dead
love
ass.
you too much. Don't come out
That
here.
ass.
I told you
don't
I
fuck
slapped
with yellow
one the other
cabs.
day, right?
I don't.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that was crazy. I don't fuck with yellow cabs. They're. Let me not typecast or what am I trying to say? Generalize. Let me not generalize them. But I have a very bad stigma with yellow cabs because for years they didn't pick up black people, and that was a thing. Like where I couldn't get a yellow cab.
This
And
is
I'm
New York
speaking from
thing.
my experience. Let me not speak for black. I'm just speaking for me. Like I'd be at night and sometime, and I would try to hail a cab, and it would be.
No,
they
a lot
would
of people
pass
have
me.
said that. A lot of people
Yeah,
have
they
said that.
passed me.
I mean,
that
I ain't
shit.
gonna
I
hold you.
hated that. I was like, yo, that's fucked up. Like,
Me and one of my friends, we definitely with a few niggas in Singapore.
what the fuck,
Yeah.
nigga? If we don't edit,
Nah,
this-
Alex
long
voice.
time ago.
Don't incriminate yourself.
What the fuck? We
no.
definitely.
You
the few
limitations
niggas.
ain't
I ain't gonna hold
just
you.
passed just
Yo,
yet.
do you know that was a big thing in New York for a while? Niggas.
Hey, yo,
cab
Rob,
drivers.
mark that.
Yeah,
But
statues ain't passed just
I
yet.
forgot. I got new opportunities on the
Statues ain't
horizon.
just
Oh,
passed.
Yeah, that too. Hey,
But,
and we're back.
Gotta calm down.
We,
Hold on now.
you know, with my relationship with yellow cabs, you know, there was times where we just had to go get it.
Yeah, look. Nah.
Anyway,
But you know
next
what's funny?
next topic.
You know what's funny to me? Uber and Lyft.
we fixed it.
Nah, because Uber and Lyft just bounced their ass up out of here. Now they picking up everybody. All right, we out of here.
That's a fact. Uber, come get me. You see my face.
Look.
I am black.
They
Make a
ass up with all that
decision.
racist shit, right, P?
Nah, wait.
Want to be
let's
racist? They drop Uber and Lyft on their ass.
Can
That's
we
right.
please
What
talk about
now?
it?
That's why I was like, fuck
What?
you.
Can we please talk about it? I'm so glad we got here.
What?
So I ride share often. I use Lyft, Uber, damn near every
You a
day.
freak.
I'm a platinum member.
Anybody? You do the rideshare thing?
Not,
Wait,
no,
what?
not
Like the
like sharing the space with somebody
Oh,
else.
I always
Meaning
I always want to talk to y'all. Like I want to know.
I've never done it. I've done it one time and
I
it was
did
an
it by-
accident.
I
I was
did
in
a
a rush.
mistake.
Yeah, I was in a rush. I did it by accident. This girl got in the car. She looked at me like, nigga. I was like, oh, nigga. I was like, oh, we just
what?
here.
Nigga, I was. Can I say one thing?
Please,
Savon?
please.
I'm sitting in the cab. It's me and my shorty. We get in, and then the guy pulls up, and I look, and I'm like, why we pulling up here? I see a lady open the door. I said, bitch, we in here.
It was like a share thing.
Yeah, she made a mistake in his share.
Yeah.
Yo, we was in there. I was like, this is fucked
Yo,
up.
the fact that only stopped because of COVID, like people, like this was a really big thing
was
before
cheap.
the pandemic. Like it was very regular to
Yeah,
have like a stranger come in your lift.
It
Yeah.
was super
That's
cheap.
crazy.
If I
Thinking
fall,
about
find
that, that's
another
crazy.
When you're not
Outta
expecting it threw me off OD.
No, and sometimes only the price difference is only like 80 cents.
Yeah, it'd be nothing. It'd be like $1 difference. I'm like, this is fucking. I'd rather have my peace and quiet and you know what I mean.
I will
Tranquility.
pay $1 for all 5 seats. Thank you.
That's a fact. But hey, to each his own. If you gotta do that, you gotta do that. But
Nah, don't do that
the
shit.
accident, that one accident
It's
fucked me up.
2021. Don't do that.
You can continue. My bad.
Your health,
I just had
your
to talk about
safety,
that.
your well-being,
I-
everything
yeah.
combined. Like, please don't ride. Like, just get your own. Just get
Yeah.
your own. You ain't got to do that no more.
And I did not
hope.
call that woman a bitch. It was just for dramatic
Yeah,
effect.
yeah, yeah.
This
But
bitch.
with these, hey, Bruno Mars did it.
They
You can do
normalized
You're-
it.
You're an R&B singer. You can do it.
I can do that. I can curse out women.
No, you can't.
Bruno Mars made it cool.
I'm singing it.
If Bruno could do it, anybody can. But no, so I realized taking these apps all the time, bro. And mind you, I'm in a pretty diverse area. Like I'm in a pretty diverse neighborhood, and I never understand every single driver that I get. Yeah. Like to no avail, bro. I can pull up my history. I have straight black drivers, and there's nothing wrong. Black people get your money, but it made me think like, yo, are certain drivers avoiding me? Like on every single app because you have your picture.
Oh, does it?
But they accept the rides. So I'm thinking like a certain demographic of people are only accepted. Once in a while, I get a Latino, but for the majority, I would like to say. And again, the other day, one of the Uber drivers, he's like, "God damn, you got 800 rides?" I was like, "Yeah, man, I'm pretty reliable. Thank you."
They put on the rap station when you get inside.
Out of those 800, they always put on High 97. Always put on High 97. I'd be like, "Yo, put on Z100, please."
I'm like, I actually don't like
pop sing
station.
Ed Sheeran.
That's right.
And then I sing it out loud.
Yes.
Like daydream.
Yes.
Baby.
I mean, like everything.
I fuck with them. I'm like, there's a lot of profanity right now. I don't like this. Can you change the station, please?
Like it's crazy.
No.
But I think like the racism in technology is so.
That is.
That's a.
I never thought about that.
I'm telling you, I've taken over 800 rides on Lyft, probably another 200 on Uber, and I want to say 80%, maybe even higher than that. Always a black driver or a minority driver. Let's put it like that.
You may have really popped the top on everything.
It's a real thing.
Mentally, you put that in my head because now I'm thinking to myself, okay, algorithm-wise, they probably say let's keep demos with demos.
With demos,
I
maybe.
wonder, and I wouldn't put it past.
Yeah, of course.
Everybody's algorithm is nasty.
Of course not.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised.
Of course not. Like it's a real thing. It's a real thing.
Because I don't have many white. Like I think about it, like no, not many Caucasian drivers. I usually black people. I usually get black people.
Yeah.
Occasionally Asian. When I got like if I need an XLs, usually Asian. Like I get a lot of Asian drivers, but yeah, it's mostly black people.
Yeah, dog.
Interesting.
I'm telling you,
pay attention next time I
it's racism in this technology, and I was talking to my friend. So this past weekend, me and Alex, we had like a little time off, and
but not really.
That whole 4 days off, right? The little mini vacation we had, I just tapped in.
Okay.
With cryptocurrency and NFTs.
He's in, y'all.
Okay, Crypto King.
Oh,
I have sold my first NFT.
What?
I
was it?
profited about. I wish we did. Can we get a round of applause, please? I know you got the little soundboard over there. Hey, let's get it. I sold my first NFT. I want to say I paid about $40. Sold it for maybe $900.
Hello.
So it's not the biggest flip. It's not the biggest flip in the world.
It's a flip.
Oh,
It's
teach
not
me,
the biggest
please.
flip,
But it's a flip.
But
The fuck is he talking
And
about,
now-
nigga?
and
40
now-
to 900.
You better
That's
than the
like,
scammers.
I don't know, Matt, but that's like 1,000%.
Yeah, he better than the scammers.
No, I think more. I
it's
think more.
digital art. It's digital currency. This is a thing. So to all my people, this is not just a black thing. This is a people thing. This is an opportunity. Like I had this conversation with my mom this past weekend, right? She's like, "Why do you work so hard?" I'm like, "Yo, Ma, I can't wait to change lives. I want to change our lives. I want to put us in a better position. Like I want to break this curse. Like we've been forced to sit where we are.
Right, for
There's
years.
family members who've never left the East Coast. There's
Ever.
family members who haven't even left the town. Like
Right.
Ever.
I have to break that. I'm in an opportunity. I have a small window to do it,
And
and
you see it.
nothing can get in the way of that.
Right.
And then I told her, I said that, this whole NFT space and everything, it's been lack of resources and been lack of knowledge. We just haven't been able to tap in.
Right.
And so now I'm trying to tap in and figure this whole thing out.
And
You inspired me just now. Because now I'm gonna take a day. I'm gonna set aside a day and actually,
It is
look.
a thing.
It's
No,
the future.
it is a
It's
thing.
It's the inevitable.
It is inevitable. It's a
inevitable.
thing, and it's one of those things where we always kind of get caught behind the 8 ball. And I was setting up all that to say, like, the reason that a lot of us work so hard, and I want people to think about this, right? If you have an ambitious partner or a parent or a friend or somebody you may not just identify with, right? Everybody's not ambitious.
That's very
And
true.
that's something I had to learn in the last 2 years over the pandemic.
Very
I think
true.
it kind of weeded a lot of people out. Everybody's not ambitious, and that's okay. What's for you is for you. But the thing that I learned about myself most during this, like this whole NFT and everything, because you sit there and you're like, yo, why am I trying to sell digital art? Like, am I a nerd? Like, can I not get girls anymore because I'm doing it?
No.
No, I mean, you just think about all the stigmas that come with sitting in front of your computer, refreshing and trying to figure this out.
It's a new
right?
age hustle. It's just a new age hustle.
But for me, it is not the monetary or the physical things. It is the quality of life.
Yes.
I don't give a fuck about money.
Yes.
That's what I've been trying to tell the people that I love. I didn't know how to say it for years, but it's like, damn, you miss holidays. You miss this event. You're not tapped in anymore. Oh, you're Hollywood. Oh, I got to call your assistant to make an appointment. You're this, you're that, right? But then I never knew how to say it.
Right.
And then now I found myself in front of my computer 24/7 for fucking digital art. Right. And I'm like, yo, it's not the money.
No.
Right.
I don't care about the money. Right. I care about the quality of life.
And that makes a lot of sense.
You don't want to, like you said before, a lot of these things haven't been taught to us out of lack of information.
Yeah.
I feel like down to the NFT craze or the cryptocurrency craze, I just want people to think about all of the individuals that got into the stock market in the first 5 to 10 years.
That's a fact.
And like 19, whatever.
Yeah.
That's what's going on with cryptocurrency.
Right.
And what Savon is saying now, you can take the opportunity to change the trajectory of your family, your livelihood, your generations, just with a little bit of information.
Yes.
And not just sitting there and being like, oh, I'm ignorant, I don't know.
Right.
This can be the changer.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm super tapped in.
Yeah.
Anybody who kind of has a little bit of information, hit me up about it.
Please.
I'm down to
Give me more.
talk. Anybody on the podcast, I'm super down to kind of teach you guys and talk.
Me.
Because Alex put me on to like the whole cryptocurrency world.
Yeah.
And then, I had another friend who was like, yo, NFT.
Yeah.
And then, again, we are trained. And I said this a few weeks ago to
Yeah.
Alex. I said it a few weeks ago to Alex. I said, bro, if I can't touch it,
It's not tangible.
lick it,
Right.
or kick it,
He's like,
I don't want it. Like, I don't
He,
want it.
he did say
I
this.
say this all the time. Like, if I can't
If it's not
physically,
tangible.
hey,
If
it's not tangible, we
how
literally
are
said
you?
that. Yeah.
Then I don't want it.
Can I make open up a conversation I've been wanting to have with y'all for fucking ever?
Yeah.
Always, let's do it.
The metaverse,
Yeah.
I'm scared.
right? Facebook and Meta, right?
Here.
NFTs, cryptocurrency. Our world, our reality is about to mimic the Matrix.
Yep.
Yes.
Neuralink from Elon Musk. Our world is about to mimic the Matrix. And why I'm saying that is because when I think about how kids ingest video games these days, think about how kids buy from Fortnite. The first time that fucked me up with Fortnite was when I realized these kids were paying money. You pay money in the game, like the in-game currency. And I was like, okay, cool, fire. And finally, when I went to it and started playing, and I said, oh, yeah, bet. I'm going to just $60 and I get the full package. I probably get the best gun. I probably get the best armor, blah, blah. I bought it and said, wait a minute, it's just for fucking clothes? That blew my mind. I think that we are headed to a alternate reality where that life will be better than actual reality, because in that reality you can be whoever you want. You can your name can be, you can look the way you want. You could be exactly the person that you want to be. No more body dysmorphia like how we have with the Snapchat. People are getting further and further away from reality. Literally, in reality, we're literally getting away from it. And I feel like as time progresses and it becomes more normal, digital currency, NFTs, all NFTs is the new art gallery for the internet. It's gonna be the art gallery. That's where it's gonna become normalized and stuff like that. So what I ask y'all is, are you fucking ready?
No.
I mean, you have no choice
scared.
but to be ready, because it's just like everything in life.
Yeah.
It's art, it's technology, it's entertainment, it's everything. If you don't evolve, then you'll get left behind. And if you get left behind, then you're looking at everybody else. And it almost goes back to the mentality of having childhood friends who you start to evolve, but they're like, damn, man, I love when we was back in high school. We was running through all the girls. We was having all the fun. Some of my best times. And then you don't want to become that person in life, you know? And the metaverse, even if you don't entrench yourself with it like every single day, there's going to be different levels and spectrums of how involved you are in it. But if you don't embrace it, if you don't embrace the change of it, that's why I love Will Smith. That's why I love some of these actors and these I won't say prehistoric, but to social media they are prehistoric. Like somebody, my younger sister is no way possible that she could appreciate somebody like a Will Smith who's actually embracing social media. When we grew up, like his fucking the Fresh Prince debuted before I was even born. And he's still here. Bro. I was born in 94. Fresh Prince debuted before 1994, and that man is still working. He's still relevant as ever. He's still present on social media, and he's a true testament of just evolution of making sure you evolve with the time.
And stay with the time.
There's a lot of movie stars. Sure, they may be rich, but are they culturally relevant? Do they have that cultural cachet
that people care about?
And that's what the metaverse is.
Exactly. The physical as we know it is fading.
It's deteriorating.
I don't
know if y'all.
I don't like it either.
I don't like it either.
But I understand it.
But I know why, because I come from it.
Exactly. And I really want y'all to understand what that means. Like, down to the clothes, down to the hats. They created cryptocurrency because the value of the US dollar has continuously gone down over the past 20 years.
That's why you're fucking. Go ahead.
We need to put things in these terms, just for the people out there, for the doubters, and it's like, oh, I don't know, that sounds like some crazy hysteria shit. It's been occurring since you've been born. You have no idea. I'm talking the hats we wearing, the shoes we wearing. Everything is losing its value. And they're about to put it, like Devvon is saying, on that side.
On that side.
So if you want to be on top, it's something to look into, bro. All this shit we've been loving, it's about to become.
It's about to be
digital.
nothing. Mexico in the 90s, they suffered a really bad financial crisis, and the value of the peso dropped by half,
and it never bounced.
Imagine if you go to your bank account and your money didn't change. You go, oh, it dropped by half, cool. But you go to the store, and that Poland Spring that was $2 now $4, and then fucking your rent doubles. Like, that's what's slowly happening in our world right now. And you think all that money that they pumped into the economy for COVID isn't going to have some like effect? Like, my dollar is going to continuously drop, and that's why I went and said invest because I need to put my money into something that can grow to keep up with the inflation, because it's so fucking bad. What I always implore people that are in their 20s to stop trying to break out of this, like, stop looking at your bank account, and I know you fucking do it, and go, oh, it went up. Oh, my bank account went up. Oh, like, get the money in some way, shape, or form. I don't care how much it is. Get some of that money out of your bank account, put it into something that actually grows and appreciates, because guess what? If it's sitting in your bank account, and you're looking at that number and always trying to make that number in that bank account go up and letting it sit there, it's literally actually going down. Because as time progresses, your dollar is going. Just look at rent. Just look at the way rent has risen, and look at your dollar and go, oh shit, it's worth less and worth less and worth less. Get that money in the account, invest it, because we're depreciating. Our dollar's depreciating way too fast for you to keep up with.
And we don't think that, because when you think of U.S. dollar, you think, U.S. dollar compared to peso, we're on top.
We don't even think about as Americans.
Country,
you don't even think about your currency.
And that's the
dollar's a dollar.
That's the issue.
Another reason why you don't think about it is because the entertainers that you kind of look up to, the people that you I won't say worship, but you you kind of put them on a pedestal in a sense, or
look up to them.
I guess, we'll just keep it at look up to. They use cash as a symbol of wealth and status. And so cash, to us, to our community, to their consumers, is the goal. If I could get $100,000 cash, if I could just hold that $100,000 is nothing. Let me not say it's nothing. It is something. But over time, it loses its value. It loses its value. Like, having money in the mattress should no longer be a thing. And if it is, you're probably taking chances. But if you want to, like, build wealth that your kids can see, there's information out there right now at this very moment that nobody's going to tell you about, that you got to do the research in. And one of the best things anybody has ever told me is, like, yo, do this, but also do your own research. Don't listen to just me. Don't listen to what you see. Make sure you're invested in what you believe in, because that's how you kind of gain that knowledge. I remember when I first went from my crib, and everyone, and their mother was pushing me to say, get a unit, get a 2-family unit, get a 2-family unit. It's your first home. It's easy to get a 2-family unit. And but I explained to people, hey, I don't want to be a fucking landlord right now in my life. Sure, I could have got a property man. Like, I looked into it, and I said, okay, I get it. But at the same time, I just felt like
what I get out here, I didn't want to live in New York City anymore because what you get in New York City, the value is atrocious.
You spend $1 million.
million?
You spend $1 million. You might get a 2-family.
Nothing.
I might get 2 rooms in there.
Nothing.
And 2 bathrooms.
Yeah, our condos out here could go for $300,000, and that's a cheap one. You understand what I'm saying? Our condos are $300,000. So
yeah, my apartment. I was going apartment shopping, right? And so I tried to
privilege wealth.
I tried to upgrade the apartment to a bigger apartment in my same complex that I'm in.
Right.
And last year, put it like this: so there was a certain price last year, for that same unit style apartment,
right?
And then I went back this year, and they almost more than doubled the rent, on the same exact unit.
Sound about right?
And I was like, wait. I had to ask the leasing office. I said, wait, excuse me, was that a typo?
Right,
that
like,
you said? Like,
what happened?
You sure you didn't fucking double tap something, bro? Like, it's no way that apartment caused that.
That's what my plan is now. Like, I'm just planning to transition over. Like, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm got to start going to real estate because it is a scam.
Yeah.
And if you're on the other side of the scam, a lot of it
is scam and FOMO.
Yeah.
Our country is built off scams and FOMO.
Absolutely.
And if you have that fear of missing out, and honestly, unfortunately, that's what pushes this country when people feel like, yo, I'm going to miss out. I'm going to miss out. I'm going to miss out. Yeah. And it's like you're just going to pour money into something that every time you pour money into it and you don't know, it's losing its value. It's losing its value. It's losing its value. That's right. Then you get it. And now it's, oh shit, it's not worth anything.
That's right. It's like a car. So, always my favorite analogy with money. It's like a car. You buy a car, and guess what, baby? In 10 years, that fucking money you put in is gone. It's literally a fart in the wind.
I'm so glad you brought that up because I wanted to mention
a fart.
No, a fart in the wind.
You know how
fart.
A fart in the wind. You know how a fart comes out?
You fart in the wind?
Yo,
where do you think the fart goes, Savon?
Is this a saying?
Everywhere.
Yes, it's
a saying?
A fart in the wind is a saying.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought you just go around farting in the wind. Do you poot?
What?
You country? That's some country shit. You poon.
You ever heard of a poot?
Poon it. My grandmother. Yeah, that's country. You poon it. You poon it.
It's like
poon
a silent
like,
fart.
Oh, he poon it.
Poot.
Oh, that's country as fuck.
P-O-O-T.
P-O-O-T.
I've heard that.
Spell it.
Poot.
Poon it.
Like a
no,
poot.
he said something. He's saying something else.
I know poot.
You have a poot?
I will call my grandmother right now and say, Grandma, say you poon it, and you will be. She'll be like, you poon it.
I heard poot.
No, I've heard poot. P-O-O-T. I've heard that a lot.
Poon it is my.
I didn't know
my
that.
Down south we say poon it. He poon it. Oh, that boy poon it.
That's farting?
Yeah, you pooted.
I didn't know that.
I know this is so not normal, but for me, it's so normal. Pooted.
How long do you guys wait to fart in front of your significant other?
First day.
2 months. You're nasty.
No, I'm sure.
2 months in. The first time I farted her was a mistake. You know how I fucking knew I loved her? Let me tell you.
She didn't care, right?
She let it go. I was talking to her mid-conversation, cleaning up. I picked something up, rip.
Oh, she hit the trailer.
In my head, I was so, but I kept cleaning, and so did she. And we talked about it years later. And
no, but like, what was she supposed to do? What is she gonna do? We didn't laugh. She let it go, and I said, "That's my. You know what? You're the one.
Yeah.
You might be
you're
it."
The one.
See, for me, it's not so much the sound. It's like what it might smell like.
Nah.
Like I don't care about.
Are you dead at the first day? You're like fine.
Nah, I don't fart at all.
Nah,
me too. I don't fart. I'm a
I don't
lady.
fart around.
Y'all would never fart around your significant other?
Nah, I have.
Confirmation.
Having Reggie sitting in the room is great. Yo, you gotta come to every pod. Yo, you gotta come to every pod,
We had
bro.
just received confirmation.
She was like, I don't fart. He was in his phone. He did like the slow, dramatic look. He was,
Reggie,
you don't
Reggie, now you know he's sitting right there. Why you up here lying?
I'm not lying.
Knowing damn well after the club, y'all be getting gyros and shit.
We do.
I know. Because loopy people do that. That's the loopy food. That's my shit.
No, we get the chicken and rice, but they have the gyros on the side.
Yeah, I get the gyros. Now I want a gyro.
Yeah.
You niggas and farting. Wait, where we were at? Whoa, my brain, I had a stroke.
Yeah, look,
I left it, came back.
He said,
Where are we at?
We were talking about farting.
Savon, he said Savon doesn't fart.
I don't fart.
Savon,
that's
come
lying.
on, my nigga.
Nah, I don't fart in front of women, dog.
Nah,
No.
I feel like Alex won't either.
I won't fart.
Why?
I tell people straight. Don't I say it all the time? I be like, yo, I got gas.
Because they're like,
Anytime they be near me, I be like, yo, I got gas. I'm just like,
Yeah, you did that to me before.
I do it.
You
I
caught
tell
me
you.
off guard.
Yeah, I caught you off
I was
guard.
like, oh shit, we friends. It's like, oh shit, we real friends.
I said, yo, bro, I got gas. My bad.
I
let you know.
assume Savon would be really open with it, and then I assumed Alex would never fart in front of me.
because what if it smell like Boston Market?
That was good.
Hey, Boston Market smells.
Boston Market
Yeah,
slaps.
but your booty ain't finna be smelling like rotisserie now.
Yo, people
You
eat
know what I'm
ass. That
saying?
shit is crazy.
And then I'm gonna be mad embarrassed.
Yeah, I
What?
can't do that. I don't do
Really?
that.
You
Like
be
to
embarrassed?
come back from that internally in my head, I'm gonna be like, damn, I really gotta say some smooth shit.
No, Alex.
But-
no,
but
you
if
don't
you-
have to.
No, you don't think so?
Not
If it was
me.
my significant
Some
other,
women don't care. Some women will not care.
nah, they be caring.
I like a girl
they care
that
about way
farts in
less.
front of me. If you fart in front of me, shorty, we cool. I know you comfortable. You don't give a
Yeah,
fuck.
let it go.
I don't want that prissy. Don't be fake around me. I want to know who you really are.
Yeah.
Let me smell you.
Cause I want you to be.
I know what inside smell like.
Yeah, nah.
Oh my
farting.
god.
I don't wanna
Come on, let me
that
smell that probiotic. Let's go.
shit. Cool.
He's like, I don't want to smell
Let me
it.
get that
I don't
probiotic.
want to smell none of your ass. I don't want to fart around you.
I ain't gonna lie. What's funny is, I don't feel like girls' farts don't smell as bad as dudes.
They don't. We
They
don't fart.
Like there's a few girls. I'm like, damn, your shit don't stink.
Yeah, nah.
Women
like,
don't
it was
fart.
one time I was with a girl. I
Women
swear
don't
she just
fart.
never farted. Word.
Women don't fart.
Yeah.
And they
I'll
don't
stick-
shit.
Listen, I will sign up to that coalition.
They don't shit
If
either.
yeah, for real. Nah, it's no way they shit.
Yeah, are you kidding? We
They don't
shit.
shit.
We
I
don't
be
shit.
thinking about that all the time.
You never caught the whiff of, yo, I ain't gonna lie. I think women strategically take shits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never seen
Like-
it.
Oh yes. Okay,
Strategically.
that will. Okay, yes. that
Because y'all don't want us to walk in after y'all from the bathroom. So I feel like, because there's been a lot of women I've dated, and I've been like, damn, like, I never caught like I never even felt like
a
you
lot
went to
of
the bathroom to
women.
shit.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Put
I,
us
just, I
on.
have to
Not
say, a
exposing.
lot of women take a shit right before they shower, so that it's like there, and then they take a shower, and then like it just dissipates.
But see, y'all got the cheat code because whether y'all piss or shit, you have to sit. So I never really
Yeah.
know what's going on over there. Like a guy, it's real quick. It's a quick interaction.
What,
And if
shitting?
we're in, no, pissing.
Oh,
You
pissing.
peeing.
Okay.
Peeing,
Nah, I
peeing,
shit-
urinating, whatever you want
I
to call
quickly
it.
shit. My shit take like 3 minutes.
Oh, you need better health. You don't take,
What?
you don't relax?
Wait, isn't
You
that
gotta
no?
relax when you
Isn't
shit.
that good? Isn't that
Nah.
good?
I
No,
swear to God, it's
isn't
not.
that better
When
that
you
he
shit
doesn't have a
quick,
hard time?
Yeah, but it just comes out. I'm not like.
I take my time with my shit.
Nah, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not on the toilet like.
Yeah, it's a bonding experience.
I just sit down.
Not gonna hold you. I feel like you do that.
No, I don't. I
If,
swear to God.
if you didn't talk about, I'll be like, I feel like Alex gets on the toilet and he'd be like, all right, let's get it. Let's get this fucking money. Let's fucking get
I
it.
ain't got
out
mu-
of the
I ain't
toilet.
got much time. I ain't got-
McDonald's, I ain't like, get this shit out. Fuck, I feel like you talk yourself into your
Nah,
shit.
bro. One of my mans making fun of me because he's like, yo, how long your shits take? I'm like, I'll be in there for about a cool 120 seconds.
A cool 120?
120 seconds.
I don't know. Is he
Yeah, in and
lying?
out.
Are you lying?
I be
I
in
swear
that
to God.
motherfucker. And if you knock on my door while I'm shitting and disturb me, I get upset.
I create content. Like the outline of this podcast happens when I'm shitting.
Oh my
Bad.
goodness.
I be on the toilet like, damn, what we about to talk
Do you
about?
guys know
on
what a
this
poop
motherfucker?
stool is?
I do get yes, Reggie. Excuse
Yo,
me,
I
pro
feel like
shitter hair.
I feel like this is like this conversation is like Dev's
shit
bag.
here.
I don't
It
know.
is. I don't know why. That's nasty. But yeah, you
Dev
put the
is the
it's
healthiest guy in the world.
I am
No.
really not.
It's how. Do you guys know
I'm
what it
very
is?
dark.
Do you know what it is?
Nah, I've never.
Okay, so while you're on the toilet, like
Yeah.
it's like a stool that you put your legs on because you're supposed to. Sitting and shitting is not healthy. Like that's not a natural way.
That's
to
not
shit.
how we supposed
You know
to
how when you're in the woods and shit, you have to like squat. That's how we're supposed to naturally
Yeah,
shit.
we're supposed to naturally
everything a lie?
shit that way. So there's a thing, and
everything a
my
lie?
mom's ex-husband used to have this shit, and I
You're
used to be
not-
so
you're not
mad because it was
supposed
such a nuisance in the bathroom where it goes right by the commode. That's country too. Say commode, and then fucking you lift your legs up when you sit, and that's how you're supposed to shit.
Excuse me?
Let us know
lets
if
it
you guys
pass.
have a poop stool.
You
So-
need an airport pillow. You need what else? You need because you gotta like sit back.
Yeah, what I gotta do? You said I gotta put my one knee in the
leg
air,
up.
one eye.
One
Your
leg
leg
up.
like somebody face.
Don't
you
knock
should-
it till you try it.
Don't knock it till you
Don't
try
knock
it.
it till
Because when you come next time you come to my crib and I got a bidet and I don't say nothing.
Yo,
nah, see,
it's
nah.
so crazy.
But
how-
it isn't necessary.
I'm
Low-key,
indifferent.
but
I'm
so
indifferent about the
necessary.
day. I'm indifferent.
Why?
But they're necessary.
They're
The
so
concept of it
necessary.
is necessary, but the action of it is like, okay.
Tinkle tinkle.
Oh, it's
Nah,
like,
'cause what if
No,
I
that's
fall back?
very American of us that we don't have bidets. Like
It
we're
is.
like the only country that
Yes.
doesn't. It's not normal.
We're the
dirty.
nasty. Yes.
We dirty.
That's nasty.
It's nasty.
Bidets are necessary.
Yeah,
Like,
they
then
are.
we walk around saying we eat ass.
Yeah, and we eat ass, America. How about that?
So
Yeah.
wait, how you do again the pooper scooper thing you
lift your
how
leg.
how you do that? Describe it for the listeners.
It's
Yeah.
like a stool, very short.
Okay.
And you could put both of your feet up, boom. and then you're like this, and then you shit.
See, let me tell you why I'm scared. If I fall back, oh my god.
You don't, how would you fall back? There's literally
know.
something like supporting your back.
There's a metal.
Try new things, guys. Try new things.
Facts.
I'm gonna try it.
I've been trying to find a way to like make this transition because we got some.
Oh my bad.
We got some real things to talk about.
Okay.
I know.
But we just keep talking about poop.
No,
Farts.
we gotta stop. I'm exposing myself.
Nah, you good. You good. I do. I think we would be remiss if we didn't take this time, or sometime at least, to talk about Young Dolph. Young Dolph and also Lil T.J.
Oh, I forgot
the internet sensation Lil T.J. has passed away. Both.
Wait, what?
Yeah, his name is Lil T.J.
The rapper?
Yes. No, not the rapper. The baby.
Oh my god, I was like, what?
Wait, what?
The child. Oh my god.
Okay,
That was
the
like-
child internet.
This is
sensation.
how people get
Who's the
canceled.
who's the?
You ever seen that?
Are you
baby-
sure that's his name?
I think
thought
about the
it was-
rapper. Yeah, hold on.
No, not
Savon.
TJ. He's like he's a very he
Oh, where's
I can't
Fun
describe
Man?
it. He went
Kid.
viral.
Where we about to eat at?
We about to eat
That kid passed away.
Yeah.
Okay. So not the rapper. I know rappers, unfortunately, they are getting, they're leaving us a little bit prematurely.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about the internet sensation. His name was Lil T.J. So rest in peace, T.J. I do want to play a video in regards to Young Dolph.
I'm looking him up.
So let's do this. Boom, right? If you're not familiar with Young Dolph, he was a rapper from Memphis, Tennessee. And I don't want to just say rapper. I want to say he was a father. He was
Family
a son.
man.
He was a family man. And it always seems we have the same kind of story of a certain type of rapper passing away or being killed in his own city. I remember where I was when Nipsey Hussle passed away, and I remember that feeling and seeing, when these people, when these rappers, when these businessmen, when these fathers, when these sons, when these husbands pass away, you always kind of get to see the other side that their music doesn't necessarily portray, or that their image or their brand doesn't really encapsulate who they are as people, not just a part of their lives. I think a lot of people get caught up in the headlines, and a lot of people get caught up in the names, and you forget that the name Young Dolph comes from his real name, which is Adolph or Adolph. Excuse me if I'm mispronouncing that, but these are people, and so that's the constant theme for me that I recognize. It's like, yo, it's heartbreaking. When is it going to stop? How do we prevent it from happening? And when will the people on the other side of these guns, of these weapons, of the violence realize that, look, this is not just affecting my issue. This is not just something that I have with him. This is going to affect generations. This is going to affect things beyond the eye.
How do you feel?
So this is from the news report.
I'm sad. I don't want to live in Memphis anymore. I actually live around this neighborhood, so this is very common to me. When whoever in Tennessee passed that gun law to let everybody carry a pistol, I'm pretty sure you cover murders every single solitary night. Am I lying? You do, right? Every day.
I do.
Okay, so who passed that law to let these kids come around and carry guns every day, open?
And just to know, this superstar.
This superstar that helped millions of people, that gave millions of dollars, that helped us, can come to Memphis on airways in his car and buy a pack of cookies without being shot and killed to death. And this is happening to regular people, let alone, even though he's a regular person, even though he's a mega superstar. So how does that make the regular citizens feel? We have no protection, not from the police. I'm sorry, I know that this is the news or whatever, but we don't have no protection from them because they pull us over for drive-out tags. It's the law now that African Americans can carry guns, and they made that law so that we can kill each other. That's what it's population control.
What do you think this is going to grow into
This is going to grow into something even more. This is not the end.
Wow.
This is not the end.
Wow.
This is finna cause a slew of retaliations because that was for nothing. That's a father, that's a brother, that's a son, that's a nephew. Other than being a superstar, that's somebody's child right there. That's somebody's nephew right there. That's somebody's father right there.
I find it interesting to kind of see where black people are positioned. If black people make up less than 5% of the population in the United States of America, and we all find it cool to have ops, and we all find it cool to slide on ops, or just it's just something just so sexy about having enemies in our culture that is so unmatched as to any other. I've never seen it before. So when Dolph passed, that's the first thing that came to my mind. I was like, because I've heard what she said too. I listened to this over the week. I was like, they passing laws for other black men to kill themselves. But see, if you don't say it out loud, you really don't realize the impact of what she's actually saying. Because again, it goes back to where we're positioned. They have the majority, and we have always been in the minority by a landslide. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, hearing that shook me up. And you know what it is, though, too, for me? It's just very sad. It's so much street shit I want to talk about. I can't talk about it here, but I'll discuss it with others. There's so much street shit I really want to get into. But what I really want to get into is it's sad that after a certain age that you know, putting in work, you become a new person, you fund your community, that you can't come back to that same community and just give back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no statute of limitations in the streets. I think that's really what I want to get at. And I think that really bothers me. I think that really bothers the fuck out of me. Because, again, we all come from, or most of us come from walks of life of, like, people pop. People in the hood say, yo, man, they never came back. They never did nothing. Man, I ain't seen so-and-so since they did that. And then you wonder to yourself, like, yo, is that fucked up? Or is it just really savvy and smart? And again, this is not a blame to Dolph, because you should be able to come to your own city where your mother still lives, right? And you get some cookies. And again, it goes back to my point. Where we're positioned as black people, really, it disturbs me. It disturbs me because we'll know the statistics, but we just keep doing the same things. You feel what I'm saying? And yeah, it really bothers me.
The reason why we keep doing the same thing is because there's nothing sustainable for the community to hold on to. Like, there's nothing sustainable for, like, as an outlet. You know what I mean? And I can go to a neighborhood and I'll judge a neighborhood I'll just go to the school. Just go to the school. And that's where all of it starts, right?
Yes,
as far as our kids and our generation and stuff like that, it's always the freaking schools, like always. When it comes to lack of programs, full classrooms, no sports. Like, I've been to these schools. Like, for me to see it, go to a school and see sports and they have a field was mind-boggling.
Same.
Like, that wasn't normal. Like, what?
Wasn't used to that.
It wasn't used to that. And it takes you to go and experience other places to actually see, like, yo, what are we being fed? We live in New York City, the financial capital of, like, the world. Why do we have impoverished schools and my textbooks are ripped? Like, why are we not taking care of our people? Like, I don't understand. Like, regardless, it's just odd to me, and I don't think this is ever going to end because, unfortunately, we live in a capitalist society, and until there's an incentive to help that school, that bad little school down the block, financially, no one is going to care. I can yell, hoop, and holler all I want, but until there's an incentive for that politician to actually do something about it, there's nothing that's going to change. So for me, it's just like, I think that for me personally, my goal in life is to create things that are sustainable. As far as, like, I'm not going to go and just donate a book bag over there. No, I'm gonna create something there that can run like this. You understand what I'm saying? And it can feed itself
and help others.
And help. You know what I mean? Like, sorry, I'm not making this about myself, but I'm just saying, like, we touched on the issue, right?
We're
like,
a part of these communities.
Yeah, so it bothers me.
It's important.
Because you know what? It struck a chord with me when you said that. I was just like, yo, fam, you know what? Like, that's not going to stop.
No,
like,
and that's where I came.
Not.
That's the conclusion I came to this week.
It's not going to stop, man.
I've seen it from so many different angles, and one of the ones that really, and again, Dev, you can't apologize for, like, bringing it back to you, because I think that's how we kind of relate, and I think that's why this podcast is so cool, because all of us bring things back to us, and like, we share it, you know. So for me, when I heard this story, outside of everything just being so horrific, so terrible, and it's somebody who comes from a small town, somebody who, you know, comes from, like, a real small town in the grand scheme of things, right?
Yeah. Sure.
You do feel like, yo, I'm one of the ones that has the chance to make it.
Absolutely.
I'm one of the ones that have the chance to make a change, you know? Like I said earlier in this episode, growing up, the house parties I used to go to, it was almost expected for them to get shut down by bullets fired.
Putting in work.
From gangs, from a
right.
fight.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that
We
was
like- we
the
were
expectations.
conditioned.
Yes.
We weren't conditioned for everybody to
Yeah.
party and then just go home and it be a good time
yeah.
and that's it. Like, I was almost conditioned. So now when I'm in these corporate settings and I'm at these mixers and these networking events, I'm on my P's and Q's.
Yeah.
Not because I'm violent, not because I'm one of those people that was starting trouble or looking for trouble or anything like that. Like, wherever I went, I wanted to be around the women. I wanted to be around the girls.
Yeah.
I wanted to have a good time. I wanted to have
Sorry,
drinks.
fellas.
And that was it. You know, like, I wasn't looking to fight and all that other shit.
Right.
But if it came your way, you had to do what you had to do.
Yeah.
So I've always had that mindset. And that's just on a small scale.
Yeah. Right.
You hear rappers talk about Chicago and Memphis and even parts of Brooklyn and everywhere, right? You can find that mentality because that's what we've been conditioned to do.
Yeah.
But for me, in this particular story, the shit that really got me emotional, not because I was attached to Young Dolph's music, not because I was attached to him as a person. You don't really get to see these people until, you know, it's in your face this way. When something like this happens and it's tragic and you have no choice but to not ignore it. But I feel like, you know, a lot of people, most people can relate to just doing something for your mother out of the kindness of your heart because you had time.
Yeah, when I heard that, I was like, damn, what the
Like,
Yeah.
I literally just over this past weekend, my mom, I got to Long Island at like 10 p.m. It was kind of late. And then my stepdad, he was heading out to go grab my mom a cake. My aunt, she makes cakes.
Okay.
So I'm sitting on the couch. And he's walking out the door, and I'm like, yo, man, where you going? He's like, yo, I'm going to get your mother some cupcakes. She wanted these cakes. She got a sweet tooth. Your aunt made some cakes. I'm about to go run out and get it. So I'm like, yo, bro, man, go sit, have a good time, go enjoy your movie.
Yeah.
I'll run out and get it.
Right.
Yeah. It's fine.
I ran out, and I got it. And then I thought, imagine if I never returned home.
Yeah.
It was that.
Yeah, bro.
Uh-huh.
I didn't leave my house with the mindset. Like, if you go to a party, or if you go to a neighborhood, or if you go to an event, you know, you might have that energy of, yo, I gotta be alert.
Right.
But if you're going out and the message, the intent is to just grab something for your mom, like a dessert, the last thing on your mind is probably, even if you know you caught up in something,
Right.
even if you know, like, yo, I'm living a dangerous life, a different type of life, for you to go to a bakery as somebody who has that image of an alpha male, somebody who has that image of, you know, gangster rap, somebody who lived that life, maybe not because they wanted to, but because they had to.
Right.
If you're going to a bakery, you're not thinking, I'm not coming home to see my kids.
No,
you're
not
not
at
thinking,
all.
I'm not coming home to see my mother.
just
My mother never is going to get these cookies delivered
Yeah.
Yo, Nipsey and Dolph were killed in plazas.
Yeah.
in their hometown.
In their
In their
hometowns.
hometown. Like, really think about that shit.
A lot of them
Really
was
think about that
killed
shit.
in their hometowns, man.
In plazas.
Yeah.
As to where, like, it's really community, right?
Yeah.
It's a community. It's an ecosystem going on.
Right.
And I don't know if you guys have heard. It's already been retaliation, like how the young lady
Yes.
on the thing was saying.
I seen that.
They've reported over 5 people dead already.
Yeah.
And the number's growing.
That white
know that.
white Mercedes Benz. You seen that clip?
Yeah. So
It
if,
being impounded, and
There
then
you
I think
go.
he was killed. I think the guy that owned it was.
So
I could be super wrong,
No,
but
no,
I
you're
seen
right.
that. I haven't looked into that.
Sure.
But I did see that. Like right before we got in here, I was like, "Whoa!"
The Mercedes Benz you're referencing is the one that they found on the security cameras,
Yeah.
right? So wherever they found that Mercedes Benz at in that yard,
Right.
someone has already been killed.
He's already been killed. Yeah.
Whoever
I
was
heard-
at that household, whoever lived, who knows?
Already
There's
they-
already been retaliation. So it's back to the, yo, does this shit stop? And, yo, dog, having ops is not cool, bro. Like, it's a lot of y'all kids online saying that shit. It's dudes out here that been through real shit, that struggle with PTSD because that shit is real life. I'm starting to see kids glorify having ops. From where I'm from, I see it on the internet.
Conversation too big. That's
Yo,
too-
I know, and I'm gonna
it's
stop
too
it right
big. You
here.
gotta
Like I
stop.
said, remember how I said some shit I want
It's
to talk
too
about?
big.
I ain't
It's
even gonna
too
go into
big.
it, but like having ops is not cool, bro. It's niggas really out here having to dodge shit for their livelihood. So for you to go seek for it,
Hey.
because maybe you hear it somewhere, it ain't it, dog.
and
Ain't
It's
going
not
to-
it, bro.
it's funny that you say
Not
that
it,
because
bro.
one of the things that I wrote down that I did want to speak about was Soulja Boy. I don't know if y'all have seen everything or
I
heard
did.
anybody, or if you're not in tune, Soulja Boy and Young Dolph, I guess they had an interaction before Young Dolph passed away where
did.
there was a discrepancy between
Yeah.
being an independent artist and not being an independent artist. And
Right.
they stood on different sides and they had words for each other apparently, But obviously, in the wake of of Young Dolph passing away, Soulja Boy continued to comment on it, and it was just real distasteful. His comments. I don't even want to reiterate those things, but you can look it up. He did say some things. Speaking down on Young Dolph after he passed.
Yeah.
No, wait,
I didn't
wasn't
know
there
that.
a song that he
And
did?
apparently there was a song that released, and the release date was a little, convenient for everything that's happening. But long story short,
That's crazy.
I know he was pulled from his tour for those 2 cities. That was in Memphis, and another one was in the area of Tennessee. So he got pulled from those 2 shows. And in light of it, he just had some disparaging comments about it. And it gave me Tekashi vibes. It gave me attention seeker vibes. It's like, I know Soulja Boy, in his mind, he thinks that he's been this larger than life artist for so long. And yeah, he did play a huge role in streaming, and he played a huge role in internet rap, and sure, he's accomplished a lot, but I think that he was irrelevant for a very long time. There was a moment where you didn't give a fuck about a Soulja Boy.
If you think about it, though, Soulja was the first Tekashi.
And now,
in terms of antics, over talent, music,
and we learn.
But you want to know what's funny? I don't think he was the first Tekashi in that sense of the antics.
Okay.
I think that is a new thing. I think this is a new version of him because you get addicted
But
to
do you remember
the Drake?
No, true,
those
but
moments.
do you remember things like him and Bow Wow facing off on the webcam? Like, if you really
Ustream.
Ustream, remember?
I'm
Just
old.
shit like that. And that was on the smallest of levels. But that was back then probably the max that you could probably do.
Yeah.
The antagonizing on the internet, I think, is what I'm referencing. Yeah.
Gotcha.
You would think after a while that you were OG in this shit, Soulja, that you above certain shit. But I can't say I'm surprised, bro, because he doesn't know when to just chill. I've never known him to chill, which is unfortunate. Someone died.
Yeah, it's heavy, man. And like I said, also rest in peace to Lil T.J, who was a viral sensation. Antoine Fowler has passed away at the age of 6 years old after battling with health issues. I'm going to play his clip that he was probably most known for.
Oh, no, show him the video. You'll know.
Do you remember that clip? This is the kid.
What to eat at?
Oh, yeah.
So if you look that up,
he passed.
Such a pure, innocent soul. He brought a lot of joy to people's lives. And
From health?
I know he was 6 years old.
Yeah, bro.
And he may not have had
sickness. It was a sickness.
Yeah, he an immune deficiency where his body kind of attacked itself. It compromised and it attacked itself. And yeah, I just wanted to say rest in peace to him. If you see some of his pictures last night, I was really emotional about this kid. I never met him in my life. I don't know him, but some people you can just look at and you can just feel their spirit.
Yeah,
you can feel their energy. Like, look at this. Look at this. He's in a hospital bed. He got a Sonic the Hedgehog fucking teddy bear, and he looks happy. Like, I don't know how he could be so strong in those moments, knowing what he was dealing with. And constantly, they said he was hospitalized over 100 times at the age of 6 years old. So he was dealing with real health issues. And so I just wanted to wish him and his family condolences.
And I heard the reason why his mom would always do those videos of him is because she would like to incentivize food when he went through a long treatment. Or that would be like his treat.
Right.
Yeah, so that she would always do those vids. So it's really sad, man. Like Savon said, praying for their mother and the rest of that family. Great energy, great soul.
And not to be morbid, man, but man, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This is why I think that as you get older, depression kind of sits in. Because I feel like you take in so much experience in life and you start to look at things down the road in your life that are to come. Like, I think about people that are going to die that I love. I think about so many things that I'm going to have to go through, right?
You know what fucks me? I'm sorry.
No, continue.
But
go ahead.
As I get older, something that reminds me of is I think of how my parents are aging.
Right.
That shit is traumatizing.
You're right.
Oh my God, seeing my parents' health deteriorate.
Yeah.
That really fucks me up. That's
fucks
why.
you up.
And then now, every time I'm not with them, I'm like, oh, I should be spending time with them. That shit affects me a lot. So that's been getting hard for me as I get older too.
I hear you. I get on my mom a lot. Like, I'm with my mom. I have the blessing to live with my mom, right? The blessing to live with my mom. And, she eats like she's 25.
We were just talking about her loving Korean barbecue.
Yes.
Like,
she loves
shit is
Korean
not-
barbecue.
it's not healthy.
It's not good for your mom.
it is not healthy.
But you know, and sometimes I get into spats with my mom.
Right.
And you know what I say to my mom?
Right.
I tell her, if you die, I'm gonna be fucking pissed off because you need to see my kids grow up.
Right.
You need to do this. So you're fucking this up for all of us. And I get really extreme with people I
Hey, I'm
love.
about to say, yeah, damn, Dad.
I get extreme.
Shit. He making me want to shape up.
If I
Shit.
listen, if I'm
You sound like
passionate
my
about you
father or
and
something.
I love you, bro,
Yeah, nah,
I'm
facts.
a be extreme with
I
things
feel it.
because
I'm the same
sometimes
way. I'm the same
it puts
way.
things
And
into
not a
perspective.
lot of people can understand that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I
I tell my
understand.
mom, I'm like, you're gonna.
Yeah.
I'm like, Mom, I'm dealing with a lot right now. I'm
Yeah.
balancing a lot.
Yeah.
If you get sick, I'm gonna be fucking mad at you. And you know why? Because I'm sitting here and I'm saying, yo, let's work out. There's a gym downstairs. Let's get ourselves together so that we can be healthy for each other.
Right.
Because we're in this life together.
Together.
You're with me. You tell me all the time, and you know how mothers are. I don't want to be a burden. I don't want to da. Well, let's work on that,
work on
and let's be honest with each other.
So
like
we can help each other.
Yeah, and it comes from a
feel
place of
everything
love and
you're saying.
fear. I just want to be
Yeah,
clear on
yeah,
that. It comes
absolutely.
from it's not no narcissist. It just comes from a place of fear. Like I really don't want to experience that.
Yeah, I can't.
You know?
we too young. We got too much to accomplish.
Yeah.
Like you're too beautiful. Life is too beautiful.
Yeah.
It's too much. Like you said, thinking about kids, and traveling and all this other thing.
a lot of shit
things
to do,
that
bro.
we just could not do. Things that you and your parents couldn't even imagine doing.
Right.
We have the opportunity to do it. So yeah, it
Right.
may sound selfish for me to say, "Yo, ma, stop drinking that Pepsi."
That's stop.
Hey, yo, ma, stop drinking that Coke.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, ma, like, nah, let's try to walk just once a week. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Let's
it
do
may
it.
sound selfish, but we're doing it because, like you said, we working towards shit.
And
man.
we
Take that-
care
take
about
that
you.
CMOS.
And
Yeah,
as
take
you
that
working,
CMOS.
God
I'm
for
shipping my mom to CMOS.
I bet.
ain't
Listen,
gonna
they
lie.
body my shit. I'm about to order it yesterday. I was about to order. I was
Every
tight
trip.
yesterday. I was like, what
Every
the
trip.
fuck? But
Let her have it.
But you know, if you sit with me in my house for one day, I'll be wilding. But fucking, that's like with your parents and stuff like that. I always say like, yo, for real, like I'm trying to make sure that you get to see. I got stuff that I want to fulfill with you. I want you to see in my life, like my grandmother. You know, think she's healthy and stuff like that. But I'm literally when I think about having kids, I'm like, I really need her to see my kids. I really need my kids to know her. Like I'm trying to pray to God she holds on. To the point where my kids can be, I remember grandma.
Right.
Like I need that because she's an amazing lady.
That's the thing.
That's
Like
love,
I
bro.
need that. So I think about that and I get mad. You know what I mean? Like
absolutely.
get on your mother and your father and your parents about their health because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? We want to experience life together. We don't want this shit to end shorter than it has to.
Facts.
So I be on my mother's ass.
They be eating like
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
Your mom is gorgeous. Like her face, like
Yo.
oh my. When I saw her, I was like,
beautiful.
wow.
She's lucky.
She looks.
Wait, damn.
What? Wait, what?
I'm gonna tell you what I mean.
No, like her face, her eyes, like
Right.
she's pretty. Like
She's lucky.
lucky that my mom is beautiful.
why? What do you
She
mean?
doesn't work for that shit.
No, she's naturally beautiful.
She
like
and she looks. She has a youthful.
yeah, no,
to
yeah.
her.
Her skin is like glowing.
But I
yeah.
tell her all the time, you fucking lucky. I'm like, you
she
lucky
does.
that you have the genes that, you know, you don't have to, you know, you look, my mother looks, when I look at my mother sometimes, I'm like, damn, yo, like, you holding it together, like you clean, like she still look clean.
Yeah, she does.
Listen, wait. I can't let you just say that, bro.
What?
You can't say my mother still looks clean.
Nah. Let him
Clean
get that off.
as, you know what I'm trying
Let
to
him
say,
get that off.
bro.
Let him get that
Clean
off.
as in her skin is still tight, her
Yeah.
skin still glows, like she still looks
yeah.
good. Like my mom still looks good.
Yeah.
I, like all the time I see my mother, she's son. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I see my mother in the kitchen, I'm like, yo, you're not fucking Asian. It's odd.
great.
But you fuck me up. Because you made me think about my mom. I see my mom in the kitchen, like, you know what I mean? Cooking and shit like that. It's a beautiful.
Well, Thanksgiving is
thing to
coming.
see.
Thanksgiving is coming. I think this is
Yeah.
a perfect time for us to kind of just talk about some of the things, some of the
Yeah.
people that we are grateful for. Dev, I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say you're grateful for your mother.
I'm grateful for my mother.
Okay, cool,
Yeah, I'm
cool.
grateful for my mother.
If there's anything else that you want to like expound on that, I think this would be a dope time to do that. Again, the holidays are coming. I think a lot of us take the holidays for granted. If you do have the family, if you do have that time to kind of spend with them and sit down and just, you know, think about some of the things that you've been blessed with. For me, I really kind of got to see both sides when I was working at the homeless shelter. I feel like I may have told that story on the pod before, but for anybody who's new to this podcast, before I got into media and the journalism and broadcasting and podcasting and everything, I used to work at a homeless shelter.
Yeah.
And at this homeless shelter, there's no days off. People got to sleep, live somewhere at every single day of the month.
Right.
And so there was times where I believe I may have gotten hired right before the holidays came.
Right.
And I was working at a family shelter. And at that family shelter, there's women, men, and children alike.
Right.
Whereas a men's shelter is only men, and at a women's shelter, there's only women. Right. But for this particular time of year, they had placed me at a family shelter. So it was cool. I'm like, all right, cool. I get to kick it with the kids. I'm seeing the kids. I'm making them laugh. I'm friendly. We fun. We coloring.
Right.
We doing all kinds of stuff, right?
Yeah.
And the holidays came, and I felt guilty for working at the shelter and going home to a family, giving gifts, receiving gifts.
Right.
It's warm. There's no curfew. And knowing that there were children in the world and families in the world who didn't have that same excitement for the holidays. So now for me, I always make sure to kind of mention those in the same breath. It's like happy holidays, but also be mindful that there's are people who don't feel so happy around the holidays.
Around these holidays.
I think about that a lot. Like, I think about that every time the holidays come around.
I know they always say the suicide rate goes up during the holidays and stuff like that.
Yeah, because you have to watch other people, like they be uploading pictures like with their family. It's really tough for them.
Even the marketing of the holidays is always joyous
family.
and joyful.
And it looks like
gives.
everyone has a big ass family.
Yeah,
Like you see them commercials, you swear like, damn, am I missing family members?
So for the people who don't feel that way about the holidays, my love and my thoughts, and we're just sending that positive energy to you. We hope you can find something that fulfills you during this time of year. I wish there was a way for us to help on a bigger scale, but even if you just want to reach out and just kick it and have a conversation, I will open my DMs for that interaction, for that exchange, just because this is the time of year where I do like to kind of lock in and just talk to the people. We do have a lot of supporters individually, but also as a collective. Like I watch the numbers and I watch the comments and I see what it looks like when the four of us are not on this pod together. I do. What do you mean? Everybody else, y'all may not see it.
We see it.
But
No,
Savon and Alex is looking when we have a guest sit in or when one of us got to be absent.
They like us.
We know we see.
Together.
They like us.
They're like, where's Dev?
Man.
us.
Like, don't let Reggie
about
not
that.
be on the couch, nigga. We lose about 1,500 straight. I'm like, God damn, that's 1,500 people. But
Put her face.
just Reggie.
Put her face on somebody's body.
There's a few thousand. I'm like, God damn, them motherfuckers is valuable. Like, it's a
Makes a
real
difference.
thing, though. It
Yeah,
does.
yeah,
And
it
so,
makes a difference.
I will nominate myself to kind of just be that voice and, kick it with you guys if I can. And I hope everybody has a happy holiday because I understand that this time could be a little bit polarizing for some.
Yeah.
And also, like, if you're listening to this and you have like you do like a big Thanksgiving, like those families, like, and if you are able to open your doors to like a friend who doesn't have a good, I know a lot of people who do that. Like I have friends of friends that are like, oh yo, if you need like a plate, come pull up.
Yes.
I'm never able to do it because like my family is not big on Thanksgiving. But if you are, if you think of somebody, if somebody comes to mind, just reach out. That's something that you could do like immediately, and that's really, you never know what that's gonna mean to them.
You're super
like,
right. I ain't gonna lie, you just flicked a switch in my head. Like,
yeah, just hit them up.
Even a good Friendsgiving, which
Yeah.
my
When
friends
is that?
haven't done a giving yet.
When
so
is that
maybe
supposed to-
My
out of
friends
biggest
haven't done a
loss.
giving.
Yo, you gotta do that. We gotta put it on
I
deck.
ain't gonna lie, a lot of motherfuckers
You
been putting
should
that
be
on
doing
me, bro.
that, bro.
I don't know how
But
it's
Dev
supposed to
has
go.
opened his doors so many times already.
Yeah, he has.
I
Like
don't
with
know,
the
bro.
food, he provides food like mad times. So like,
What do we do?
Don't make him do that.
What day is it
So
supposed to be?
Friendsgiving.
No,
just
it's
pick it.
it's just any day in November.
pick it.
You grab your friends and like everybody brings a dish. It's like a
dish,
friend's
yeah.
Thanksgiving,
It's
and
a
you do that
friend's-
before the
yeah,
the
that's
day.
what they say.
But everybody has to bring food.
Yeah.
So it's not
Like a
just you and your
potluck
mom.
vibe.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
a
oh
potluck
yeah, that's what it is.
almost,
Yeah, yeah.
So we do it before Thanksgiving or after?
It's up to you. Whenever
I've
your
seen-
friends are
Available.
available.
I see somebody do November 1st.
God
Yeah,
damn.
I saw that.
Friendsgiving, really.
Yeah, I've seen
November
that.
1st. I was like, what the fuck?
I got
gonna lie.
invited to one, and it was awkward. Be careful on your Friendsgiving. You don't
Why,
know
were
who
you
gonna
not that
pop
close
up.
with them or something?
Nah, I seen some of my old work I was like, whoa.
Nah, you was on
what
some
you doing?
loopy shit, some shit that
But-
y'all.
Yeah, I'm like, yo,
yeah.
I was not thankful for our exchange. Like,
Oh my
you
gosh.
hurt me, my
all.
nigga. Like, what are we doing here?
What are we
Like,
doing?
Who invited you, my nigga? These are
Friendsgiving.
my friends.
Always feels like a brunch to me.
Yeah.
Like it's always
Like a
anytime
young
I think
brunch.
Friendsgiving, I'm like, oh, it's like some they going to brunch. Like in my head,
It's just
a brunch vibe.
It's a friends. It's like Thanksgiving with your friends.
Yeah.
I get jealous as fuck when I see people with their friends giving.
I'm
and I
on
see mad
I don't
baddies,
have-
mad niggas fly. I'm like, what fly as hell?
Somebody please invite Devvon Terrell to
No
your
one invites me
Friendsgiving.
to this shit.
Did none of us get invited to one? Wait, you
Oh,
got
no, I never get invited. No one
Oh yeah, I
fucking
have
invites
certain
me.
friends that do it every single year. We already know we're always going to Alex's house every year. We still do that. But I can't go this year, but like it's still a thing.
It's fine. I'm like, it's still a thing. Fuck, my friends ain't shit. You niggas watching this.
Real shit though, I am grateful for y'all. I think I told y'all before we recorded.
Oh, don't do this. I'll cry.
I'm grateful for y'all too. Shit.
Yeah, I'm mad.
I get to talk once a week. Thank you.
No funny
Thank
shit.
you, brother.
Because I feel like you want to know what it is though too, and I guess this goes out for everybody too. I'm also thankful for people that try to understand me.
Okay.
I'm at a point in my life where I'm realizing like it's certain people I felt like I've had to like redact my energy for.
Yeah.
And don't even try to understand where I'm coming from because it's just easier for them to like, I don't know, try to make up what they think I am. So I am very grateful for y'all. Yeah. We don't do that over here. And people that do that. So
yeah, I appreciate
we
y'all.
get you.
Yo. I can be my true self.
Niggas
Thank
be
you for
getting
that.
me over here.
Yo.
That thing, that whole tidbit and I don't know if not to minimalize what you did, but everything you wrote on that
yes,
the
talk
Patreon.
about it.
My God.
That was crazy. People was
That's
hitting
my
me.
shit. That is my shit. Like just talking about how much I like people. I
That
love
meant a
that.
lot. That really did mean a lot.
If you look back to the first episode we did here, like I was in the green imaginary player shirt, like that episode. I was like, that was my shit. I was like, Savon, shout out to you, shout out to your growth. Oh my God, Alex, you're so cool. Like I was like doing that all episode. Like that's my bag.
And it's time we
I
give you
love
your flowers,
giving
bro.
people their flowers.
Nah, that was ill.
It's
No, she
fun.
did that.
That
It's
was
fun.
And
If
we
you guys
love
don't
you.
know, if y'all don't know what
facts.
we're talking about, Reggie, she left us a post over on our Patreon.
Well, check it out.
If you want to read it, please go check that
That's
out.
really sweet.
She took a lot of time with it. She kind of broke us down individually.
Yeah.
I was really surprised when I seen it pop up. I was like, wait, what? Like I stopped what
I
I was
didn't tell
doing
anybody.
to read it.
I love
You know,
that.
she found a throwback of all of us. And like I said, Patreon, we really going crazy over there, man. We having a lot of fun.
I'm working on something. So
Me too.
subscribe. I'm
Me
working.
too.
Wait, what are you working on?
Some content.
What do you know? I'm working on content. No.
Watch.
Come on. No, you guys know what I'm
Watch,
talking
Reggie.
about. So I'm gonna drop it,
Yeah.
and he's gonna out content me.
Yeah, no.
No, I'm not.
I'm working hard on.
I'm tight because I feel like you definitely gonna out content me too.
I'm about to get a set in my crib.
Yo, he has a whole YouTube channel. Of course he's gonna out.
I'm not gonna out content. I'm not gonna out content. I
Yes,
just
you
got
are.
something that's so me that's gonna be perfect that I
Alright.
can be consistent and
With?
do.
Alright,
Yes,
that's
that I
gonna
can
be
set
fun.
aside.
Don't
and be
worry,
like,
guys, he's coming.
I'm gonna knock out a
bet.
bunch of these and let's just go.
Patreon is fun. So Reggie, thank you for
Fucking
that.
fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. That meant a
You
lot.
are
You guys have
appreciate it.
anything that you're thankful for before we just wrap this whole thing up?
The typical like friends, family, all that. But I'm old, like especially this year and the year before. Like I'm so thankful for my health. Like I'm not one of those people that take it for granted. Like every time I leave like my doctor's like yearly checkup and he tells me like, oh, you're very healthy, everything level is good. I get so emotional. I'm like, that's all I could ever ask for. Like my health. Like I really get so emotional. I'm like, thank you, God. Like thank you. Like I'm gonna take care of my body. Like I'm trying hard now. I'm trying more hard.
Because the more
But
you
yeah,
get older, you appreciate
that's
that
my
shit.
top. Like I'm so thankful every year.
Absolutely.
Damn.
Dev, you got one?
Yeah, man, my health, I for sure just been through it, you know, and I always ask God, I say, when something happens, I always go, I hear you. Like I literally say it out loud. I'm like, I hear you. You don't have to make it any worse. I hear you. I got it. Don't make it like even.
I know I'm a soldier, but
Right. But please don't put more on me. Like I got it. I heard you. I'll get out of this job or I'll, you know what I mean? I'll move and maneuver and stuff like that. So for me, my health is definitely I'm very grateful for my health.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I think I'm really grateful for is my age. And I think it's something that I stay away from a lot, like, you know, in conversations and stuff like that. But for me to be 33 years old, I don't get emotional. I really, I'm proud of the man I've become.
Round of applause, please.
We are proud of you too.
Like I'm so, and I appreciate that in my life so
We're
much
proud of you, bro.
that I'm like, yo, I'm so proud of the man I've become because literally I just like who I like who I am.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I like how
that means a lot.
It means a lot to me and how my family just how, you know what I mean? Just that whole dynamic of the man because I've grown around other men and you know what I mean? And I didn't take that as an example of what men should be. And I think that I just love the type of man I have become. And I appreciate my family for helping and giving me the space to
Become that.
and be free, never putting pressure on me in the sense of you got to be a doctor or you got to be a lawyer. No, my mom, my grandmother, I'm playing the guitar this week. Cool. Bet. You know what I mean? You need to ride somewhere? Yeah, grandma, yada, yada. You know that, like, I've always had such a supportive family, and I think that's why I want to give thanks really to my family in light of my age, because it has given me immense wisdom on a child one day that I'll be able to bestow that upon. You know what I mean? Like I want to be.
Absolutely.
And I think that's why I'm always been scared to have kids because it's over.
But see,
What's
You
over? What's
feel
over?
like that. You feel like that.
Yeah.
What's
We
over?
feel like that.
Once I have a kid, it's over.
Like for what? Like freedom?
me.
Like what?
My
Why?
life
No, it's
doesn't
not.
matter.
No, it's
Decisions.
not. It's gonna get even better when you have a kid.
I think my
No?
life.
Now,
I
it can
think
get better,
my
but certain
selfishness.
things might be over.
My selfishness, me. I think it's over.
Yeah.
I'm obsessive,
Yeah.
and I know that the kid. I'm just gonna be like, you are
Prioritize.
my fucking
World.
priority, and that's it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But I don't want that.
Yeah. Not right now.
Oh.
Not right now. Yeah.
I don't. But I have to. Hey,
But you know what?
That's
Sometimes
kinda how, man.
the dope
Time is
part is,
ticking.
I see you doing the work on yourself before even trying to have a children. Sometimes,
yes.
sometimes
Oh my
I think
God.
that'd be my whole beef.
Yeah.
When I see a lot of pregnancies, I'm like, damn, everybody pregnant. I don't really mean it like I'm hating.
Yeah, of
It's
course.
just, I really know some of y'all.
Yeah.
At
Right.
y'all core.
Right.
Yeah.
And I know it's some things that you should probably repair before bringing in another life.
Yeah.
So at least you are at least trying to do that before
Very
you even
much
going
so.
into that
I'm
realm. bro.
trying
That's
to prepare
important.
my mental.
Absolutely, same.
Because unfortunately,
It's a lot of repairing, bro. It's a lot of unlearning.
Yeah.
You'll
But
get there,
it'll
bro.
never be
Yeah.
perfect.
No,
I
no.
know, but
We
I'm
could come close.
But at least I can try.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Of
To
course,
get my
absolutely.
mind in a certain place because I'm a fucking shit show up here. You hear me?
Same.
So I'm just trying to figure out like, yo, I don't want to bring a kid into my scenario. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
no, I
fuck
get it.
Not
money.
now. Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
fuck money.
I'm
It's not
mad.
about that. It's really not about that. Because you can raise a kid.
Oh, no, we know. We heard the song.
Here we go, boys don't cry. Facts.
What a fucking
That's
life.
the type of time I'm on right now.
Boys
Like,
don't
yo, bro, this
cry.
shit is like, it's not. What's so funny is, guess what? Boys don't cry.
Yeah.
There's not one time that I say she, her, or anything.
Come on.
I'm not talking about a woman at all in that
on.
song.
Come on.
That's what people don't. A lot of people don't realize. You think I'm talking about some girl and I'm heartbroken. I'm actually not.
Nah.
Listen to it again and think about.
What I'm saying.
Remove the woman aspect, and you'll fucking understand the song for real.
Listen
And
to the lyrics,
I was
guys.
waiting to post that today about that because I let it
What?
brew, and then when the video comes out, blah blah. But yeah, man.
That's a beautiful thing. I think.
Yeah.
dope,
I think
I
mine,
appreciate y'all too.
Nah, no doubt. Thank you,
Sorry,
brother.
I'm taking up
Appreciate
all
it.
the.
man.
Oh, you guys
Come
know.
on,
You
bro.
guys know I appreciate you guys. I tell you guys like every day.
Yeah, I feel like it's a given, but I want to say it out loud publicly to people that I really do
have to.
appreciate our relationship.
Like-minded
I
people
really
that work
do.
hard, you're not
For
going to
real.
find a lot of
I'm
that.
proud of y'all. I'm happy for y'all.
Legend, bro. You
Like
too,
y'all
bro.
really. I consider y'all friends. You know what I mean?
Same.
If you win,
I'm friends
happy.
with the Walterell.
Just
So
know
it
I
gotta
am
be.
genuinely happy for you if you accomplish something. Because
Absolutely.
a lot of people can't guarantee you that because
Yeah.
they have their own issues in their life. But I can guarantee
Mm-hmm.
you, and I'll tell you this on my hand of God, when y'all do something well or y'all excel, I'm really happy for y'all. All y'all in this room, when y'all excel, I'm happy for y'all. Genuinely,
And that's
happy
how it
for y'all.
got to be.
Yeah.
That's how it got to be. It's the
Always.
only
A lot of
way.
people ain't.
I think to kind of piggyback off what you said, I think this year I've been most thankful for time.
Okay.
Just time.
Okay.
Man, just time to think, time to heal. I think time has been something that we kind of fight against, something that we try to, we try to own. We try to own time.
Right.
And I think over the last year or so, I've decided to not own time, but to embrace it and understand it. And it allows the people around you to grow. And I think one thing that's kind of wrong, not wrong, but we've been conditioned to think and feel is that it's a race against time. But if you just take it for what it is, time is an asset to you. You know, you want time, you need time. You got to have a relationship with time. Right. And so I think for me, in addition to health, in addition to family, in addition to all of us, and also just looking back on this year, man, it's been such a year. And I know we still got a month left, but up until this point, so many different changes, so many people have come and gone, and, you have a friendship here and no more friendship, a relationship here, a relationship gone. Yeah. Even from a public standpoint, the Rory and Maul situation, like, we don't talk about it enough, and I try to keep those things kind of separate. But for me, and I could just speak for me, Alex, he was a part of that too. But for me, that took a toll on me. That was a lot. That was a lot to go through. It was a lot to be a part of. It was a lot to sit there and be like, damn, okay, so how should I feel, and what happened, and all this other things, and try to steer clear. And then I got on this podcast and I said some real stupid shit. It was our most listened to podcast ever, and I had to live with that. And even just saying that, saying those things and being in my feelings in that moment, it was like, the way that you make amends with yourself, because I can't apologize for who I was then, but now who I am today, I'm like, you know what, I was wrong. I'm sorry. So I think time for me was really, really big, and just knowing who we are as people and as a podcast. You know, we've been very, very resilient. Y'all have allowed us to create. Y'all have trusted us immensely, you know, like especially some of the flagrant things that I'm liable to say week to week. Y'all still sit next to me. I'm like, God damn, they love us. And also Alex, you know, my brother, me and him, we just been trooping. We made a hard turn, and it was unexpected. And, you know, and the listeners, our fans, our supporters, the people who still rock with us, like, you would think that when you go through such transition, you might lose some people along the way. And you expect that, right? You might lose some people along the way. But y'all have supported us tenfold. All of the numbers are up. This podcast is able to fund itself financially from that point, where you guys and your support and your dedication to every single Thursday is to come back and to listen and to share. And even if it's not the biggest episode, and one episode does thousands and 10,000, 20,000 lists, it's like, oh my God, I can't believe that I used to call Alex at 3 a.m. bitching in his ear, we don't get 5,000 listens a week.
What I told you, Savon? Time.
He told me, he was like, yo, just be patient, bro. Relax, because you used to be mad when it was only 1,500 a week. And now we have 4,000 and you mad? He said, watch next year. And now we are tripling those numbers, quadrupling those numbers. And what I used to trip over in a week, we do that before noon.
Oh, shit.
We do that before noon. I wake up and I'm like, damn, fucking our weekly numbers are now being done before noon. And again, that goes to everybody who listens, who supports. And Reggie and Dev, appreciate y'all too.
No doubt.
For real, man.
Appreciate y'all letting me on. I'm not speaking for Reggie, but I appreciate you letting me on.
Yeah, no doubt.
Never thought people want to listen to what the fuck I gotta say, man.
You feel me? It's kind of crazy. I don't know if you guys have anything else to say. I do want to leave you here on that note with Thanksgiving. I hope everybody enjoys the holidays, and if you don't, try to find something to enjoy during this time. I know Black Friday is coming. There will be a sale on purposesimonsgel.com. If you got this far in the episode, you're the first to know. I don't know when we're gonna drop this episode. We might drop it
Thursday
on a random day. Who knows?
Okay. Are we not dropping on Thursday?
Yeah, right.
You think
We normally do, but who knows?
I think so, because people are gonna be home.
Traveling.
We was thinking about maybe like a Tuesday, Wednesday
drop.
It's a good
content day.
Thursday,
Tuesday, Wednesday. Thanksgiving is actually a really good content day.
Because people are home, like chilling.
And people are communally.
Got it.
Is that a word? Communally?
Communal?
I think so.
You just made that. You freestyle that.
I've heard communal.
You freestyle that.
Also, there will be no sales at the HMDstudio.com.
That's funny as hell.
See you niggas next week.
See you niggas paying full price.
I am not mad at that. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it has been the Need to Know podcast. It's what you need to know when you need to know on the Need to Know podcast. I want to get us out of here to the sounds of my brother, the keys, the production by my good brother Phone Man. We see you, we hear you. We appreciate you, my brother.
He out with a little something. Shout out to Tyler Ron. Shout out to Dave Kappa, Corbett.
I checked the credits.
Chris Medine and Levens.
I checked the credits.
Yes, indeed.
Bum ass nigga.
Make sure y'all go stream that. Run it up. This is Boys Don't Cry by the one and only, my guy, Devvon Terrell.
Please run that.
Go run this up, y'all.
Cause boys don't cry.